What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for yet another live. Welcome back to the Sota Pod YouTube channel. That's the second time I've done this week. Trust me, as the playoffs go on, I'll get used to the streaming on this channel again. Look at that, Taylor Heisey coming off another medal in international play. One of the top players for the Frost. Their first draft pick, top draft pick as well for the Minnesota Frost, and a PWL champion. By the way, PWHL just got a Vancouver team, which I'm really excited for. But welcome to the watch party, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 back in St. Paul, back in Minnesota. Same lineup, ladies and gentlemen. They looked good the other night. Puck has just dropped, and welcome to everybody here. If you're watching on Facebook and X/Twitter, feel free to come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. The live chat is buzzing, ladies and gentlemen, and we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat. Loud and proud, Jason. Loud and proud. Good to see you, Jason. Good to see you, Hank. Good to see you, Urban. Hockey from home, Sean, Trav, Hank, Pushback. All the boys are here. Let's go. 1929 on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. As this series is tied 1-1, Vegas making a breakout through center, up the right side, and a slap shot from outside the circle. And that's going to go deflect up and out of play. How's everybody's Thursday going? I mean, 8:20 start, a breeze compared to the friggin' 10:20 start we had on Tuesday. Please don't yell at you this time. I mean, you know the one thing that makes me crash out, right? Last I checked, Ottawa was tied with the Leafs. Let's hope Ottawa can at least win a game here tonight to keep the vibes going. Even if the Wild lose, as long as the Leafs lose, I'll sleep well. I'll sleep well. All right, face off to the left of Gustafsson, and the Wild come away with this one. Middleton backhands it up through center, and Vegas forces it back into the Vegas zone, or Vegas forces it back into the Wild zone, but only for a moment as the Wild get it back through center. Foligno up the left side. Middleton. Shot outside the circle. Nice save by Hill. And Vegas trying to get this one out, but the Wild pick their pocket, and Middleton gets it back in his zone. Pass up through neutral zone. Uncompleted, and Vegas is going to get it back. Wild with it. 18:30 on the clock. Wild just send it in deep, and that's going to be an icing. Yo, what's up, Bobby? Let's go Wild. Yeah, what are your guys' predictions for this game? I mean, I said 3-2 in game 1. I said 3-2 in in game 2 as well, and I was wrong on both accounts. I'll say Wild. I'll say Wild 3-1. Wild 3-1. Actually, 4-2. 4-2. Wild 4-2. Just like in the last game. 18:24. Wild win the faceoff here, but the puck goes around the right side and bounces into the neutral zone, which Vegas has it, but doesn't hold on to it. 3-2. I feel like 3-2 is the safe pick, but like both these teams we've seen score so far in the series. So 2-2 or shootout. There's no shootout. This is the playoffs. What's up, Sean? Locking it in. 3-1 Vegas. But 3-2 for the Wild in overtime then. 17:56. And an icing for the Knights. We're going to have another face-off of 17:55 on the clock back in the Vegas zone. So again, no lines. Well, the lineup was the same coming into this one. Now, we've seen Hines mix things up and make adjustments in game and then go back to what he's used to and things like that. But hey, I know that game 1, I feel like even though the Wild lost overall, like throughout the entire game, I think they played just a better game. They played better. They were able to match like the pressure and just the intensity and just everything pretty much Vegas brought. Thank God they were able to get a bunch of goals early in game 2 because halfway through the second period onward, they seemingly collapsed. Now, 17:39 on the clock. Vegas gets this one back. Wild couldn't get a shot off on that last opportunity. Good job by the first line here. Kaprizov was actually able to poke check that, and the Wild get the puck back. Zeev Buium brings that to center, but gets checked, and 2-on-1 now. Shot, and Gustafson's going to bail out the young Buium as he wasn't able to get through 2 guys. And a 2-on-1 on the other side ensued. No, Leafs tied it. 7-13 shootout win for the Utah Hockey Club. No sense tied, but Leafs can make it 3-0 lead, I think. Probably tonight. Yeah, we can check in on the other teams. Hold on. Oh, Vegas with too many men? Dude, too many men. Whew. So Zeev got bailed out by Gustafson. And he got bailed out by it being a friggin' too many men, and the Wild are going to go on the power play. So it's 2-2 Leafs Senators, and that's it right now. And here we go. Wild win the faceoff. Z Buium, Zuccarello on the left side. 17:09. Buium back, blue line. Kaprizov up to Zuccarello behind the net. Zuccarello tried to feed Ek in front. Boldy gets it on the right side. Back to Buium. Buium up to Kaprizov. Kaprizov behind the net. Kaprizov circling. Fires from the outside slot and scores! What a shot by Kaprizov! What a shot by Kaprizov! Circles around, back to the slot, well outside the circle, almost at the blue line. Oh yeah, Florida up 2-0 against Tampa. Damn! What a goal! And finally, some power play action. And Zeev Buium's going to get his first point in the National Hockey League. I imagine so anyways. Oh, right through the slot, right through center. I don't think there was a deflection there. Let's see. I don't think there was a deflection there. Nope, that went all the way through. No deflection at all. I knew it. Let's go. What a shot. 4-1 Jets. Blues my prediction. Let's go Jets. 16:39. And the XL Energy Center is going crazy right now. Vegas able to get the puck back behind their net. Huge hit there by Minnesota. And a little brouhaha ensuing to the left of Aiden Hill. All the bodies in the refs are trying to separate things up. Trennan in the mix. Another power play coming up. Oh my God. What do we get for voting correct? Hey, great. I got to change up the poll question here. You know, as the playoffs continue, and especially if the Wild advance, I'll definitely get some prizes for the stream. I think I might have some like Wild merch stuff that's like new, like some hats and stuff. I'll have to dig up from. Oh, and here we go. Tripping call, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope the rest don't make it about themselves tonight. Zeev's point, let's go. Bro, once I pay rent, then I can get you guys some prizes, okay? So the Wild need to advance the second round. Let's go, hockey. $16.25. And Buium's going to get things going here behind his net, up the right side. Zuccarello enters the zone. Zuccarello centering pass. That's deflected. Vegas gets it back, but Zuccarello picks his pocket. And the second round conference finals, here we come.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking.
Wild still have it. Zuccarello. Shot from the slot. That's deflected left and wide, but still battling for it is Boldy. Boldy trying to get it back. Zuccarello tried to send it back to the blue line, but unable to retrieve it. And this puck's going to go down and around. Guys, if you're watching on Twitter, if you're watching on Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. A shout out to Hank for predicting the poll question correctly, ladies and gentlemen. What a beauty. We got to get another poll question up. 15-29. Bouillon with it again. And he races up the middle of the ice. Drops it to Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek sends it around. Bouillon can't retrieve it. Back down and around. Johansson saves it. And Nyquist coming up through center. Nice pass to Eriksson Ek. Sent it to Nyquist again to get the tip, but unfortunately couldn't get that past Aiden Hill. Johansson with it here as he's going to go for a skate. 25 seconds on the clock in the Wild. They're going to switch things up one last time. Nice moves by Johansson. Johansson up the left side. Rossi in behind to Johansson. Johansson loses it. And the puck's going to be sent down the length of the ice. And what a power play for the Minnesota Wild. Non-stop pressure in this one. Even when the puck was sent back down, they were able, for the most part, just keep it in the neutral zone and come right back. Your Florida vacation about over yet? I've never been to Florida. Oh, Andrew. I was like, wait. I think Andrew's back in Toronto, right? Just in time for the playoffs. Vegas kills off that second power play. No, only 2 shots on net for the Vegas Golden Knights. 3 for the Wild. Oh, Faber takes a huge hit. He looks okay. Foligno with it. Faber. Oh, a little offside. What a start for Minnesota as we're going to go to the first TV timeout. Oh, Zuccarello got crushed. My bad. Don't know why everyone's chirping the lines. Feel like they're working pretty damn good. I think so too. I don't know why everyone's chirping the lines either. It's like, I get that in game 1, like overall it looked like, and I do think the Wild played overall a better game, but you won the last game. These lines, they scored with these lines, so yeah, let's give it another go. Oh, Zuccarello got the last goal. Okay. Sorry, I thought he was only got laid out, and I was like, no, maybe it shows Faber. Good to see you, by the way, Pushback. Thank you so much for coming here. I'm not sure, Hockey from Home. I'm not sure how serious that injury was. even the linesmen are getting hit here. Even the linesmen are getting hit. Dude, 6-2, by the way. The Kings beat the Oilers last night. Beautiful. Panthers defeated the Tampa Bay Lightning, by the way, 2-0. We might be going to overtime for the Toronto Maple Leafs and Ottawa Senators, 2-2 with only a minute left. And Wild up on the Golden Knights here early. Oh, who scores the last goal? Got you. Now I understand. Sorry, I was a little confused there. I think I'm going to change that because we just did a who scores a goal. Kaprizov scored. He was answering Hockey from Home's question. I just missed Hockey from Home's question there. And Zeev Bouillon with a big smile on his face. First NHL career point. Think of another one, Hockey from Home. Keep the suggestions coming. I don't want to do that one. I'm not going to lie. But I'll keep taking some suggestions. All right. Face off just outside of the Vegas zone. 13:57. Do you know what? The last stream was we're in the back channel crew next, so we're doing it again here today. Puck sent back in the Vegas zone, but they retrieve it. Big hit by Minnesota again. Oh, nice little defensive move by Zeev Bouillon there. Was able to make that pass. Wild send the puck back in their zone. Unable to set up, though. And Vegas, through the center, leads this puck into the Minnesota Wild zone with a forecheck. Battling for it in the corner. Vegas with it, sends it back and around. 2-2 going into overtime. Saying this might come back to bite me in the ass, but people saying scratch Nyquist because offense is there, but he's not defensive liability like the other players. And he's been quietly actually really good making little plays and passes like that. And Brett actually highlighted that on the show last night. And score! Just like that, Marco Rossi. Front of the net puts this one home. And the Minnesota Wild are up 2-0. You know what else we talked about last night? Rossi has got to continue to play well despite being on that fourth line. And the Wild might have to maybe elevate him at times if they want to keep his trade value up. Little pressure. Yeah, like they said, he's under pressure this series. Rossi finds some space, and what a shot in front of the net there. What a shot. Finds a little bit of space. No one really on him. Right on his stick. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. I'm so glad he scored as well. Let's go. Marco Rossi. God, Twitter is going to have fun with this one tonight. The Wild are up 2 goals, just like in game 2, ladies and gentlemen. This is why Hines didn't change up the lines. A Marco sighting. He still got that locked in. 12:45. Glad to see Rossi got one. 12:39. For once, I'm not behind. That's crazy. That's actually insane, chat. By the way, if you guys are watching on X/Twitter, Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. The boys, the girls, the regular crew. Jen is flabbergasted. The Wild are still up, probably. She's not commenting. A nice shot by Vegas. That doesn't get through, but it goes right in front of the net. Again, doesn't get through because there's a bunch of bodies in front of the net. And Faber, what is he doing here? Playing hacky sack with that puck? Damn. Capitals, hockey from home. Shot by the Vegas Golden Knights. That doesn't get through. No, actually, that was a left pad save by Gustafsson. Vegas still with it here. Back to the blue line. Right side. Shot and a glove save by Gustafsson. You can't get by the bus. You can't get by the bus. 11:52 on the clock. I'm now worried about the refs making sure they even up the penalty calls. You know what, though? And I know they, like, switched up the cast. Because I think Brett said they're switching it up, like, every 2-3 games. Like league-wide, they haven't been really calling much unless it's like insanely blatant other than cross-checks. You know what? And I'm okay with that. I'm old school. I think the Wild are a little lucky. But unless Vegas does something, unless the Wild do something like extremely blatant that's not cross-checking, I don't think they're going to even it up. I don't think they're going to intentionally try to even it up anyways. But we'll see. We'll see. You definitely, like, your fears are valid. Your fears are valid, 100%. I mean, I feel like that's pretty evident, hockey from home. I think the Wild... Well, I mean, you know what? That's actually not a bad poll question. The Toronto game, they were calling everything, it seemed like. The game 2 or tonight? I didn't watch tonight's game, so I'll be perfectly honest. So maybe the league has called them and be like, all right, ref, this isn't 1998 as much as I love it. 11:37. Slap shot and a nice save by Gustafsson. Tonight, okay, I didn't watch that game. So, hey, perhaps the league send out a memo. The Sens are coming back. The Sens are coming back. There's no way the Leafs are to make any noise in the playoffs. All right, 11:34, almost halfway through the period. Face off to the right of Gustafsson. And Vegas wins the face off. Shot, tried to get through traffic. Wild plugging up those lanes. Minnesota sends it up the left side, and that's going to be icing. Okay. I mean, I just feel like this poll is going to be one-sided, hockey from home. But you know what? I did say suggest one. Okay. I added to it Hawk from home, but vote in the poll question, guys. There's a new one up. 11:23. Okay. Overtime right now, Maple Leaf Senators. We have another face-off here. Dude, I want the Caps to win so bad, to be honest. Love all the Minnesota homies here who support the Soda Pod, but like, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, I want to see Ovechkin get another cup. The same year he breaks Gretzky's goal record. You can't write this shit. You can't write this shit. It'd be unbelievable. It'd be unbelievable. 11:15. Vegas. Shot. Eichel fire. Another save by Gustafsson. Oh! Foligno. We're running into a couple guys here. Then dishes out a little bit of a cross check, and he goes, "Hey, ref." Ref ain't calling that one. Or he is. Uh-oh. Oh, no. God damn it. This isn't good. This isn't good, Trav. This isn't good. Foligno takes a penalty here. Trav, you shouldn't have said anything. Embellishment? I thought they were going to get him on the cross check. Oh, God. Okay. Trip embellishment? I just think he was on wobbly legs. What the fuck was that? Okay, 4-on-4? Insane. Anyways, 10:44 on the clock. I guess 4-on-4 it's okay. I thought just Foligno was going. I was like, what? No way. Okay, 4-on-4, whatever. 10:33, the Wild have it. Boldy to Faber. Boldy loses it. Can Faber keep it in? No, he can't. He's going to have to send it back. There's going to be a whistle. Maybe he, like, was deking with it and he went over the line there. Anyways. Embellishment? I didn't see any embellishment there. But anyways. 10:24, nearing the halfway point of this period. Wild up 2-0 on the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas leading 6-5 in shots. Yeah, like overall, I'm fine with the 4-on-4. But look, the broadcast was making it seem like it was just Foligno going to the box. I'm like, what the hell? That's getting even. 10-11. Nice backhand pass to Kaprizov. Kaprizov, 1-on-1. Looking for reinforcements. Waiting. High slot for Kaprizov. He scored already there. Shot doesn't get through. Kaprizov still hovering in the offensive zone. Looks like Wild didn't complete the change. Hockey, I'm watching this game, so I'm not sure. Vegas with it behind the net. Vegas backhand. Sharp angle. That doesn't get through. Vegas with it. Center ice. They're going to reset. I don't think it's started yet. I think they're still zamboning the ice hockey. Vegas battling into the Wild zone, but that's batted back. And they're going to have to reset. Wild get a change. 4-on-4 for another 15 seconds. Shot from the outside circle, and Vegas scores. Shot from outside the circle. I believe this Pietrangelo who got this one. And it is a 2-1 game. Yikes. Soft goal. And Gus has been pretty good so far, but you got to save those ones. Just a clapper from outside the circle. Gets right through the pads there. Just yeah. Whew, not a good one. Not a good one. All right. Well, things are getting interesting, and we have a game here. Minnesota still leading. But again, that dreaded 2-goal lead, ladies and gentlemen. Pietrangelo assisted by Hanifin. 12 remaining, 4-on-4. 9:05. And the X suddenly a little quiet here. Another shot by Riley Smith to the midsection of Gustafsson, and we're gonna have another whistle in the Wild zone. TV timeout here, ladies and gentlemen. 8:57 on the clock, and like I said, things just got interesting. Things just got interesting as the Vegas Golden Knights get their first. Guys, as we go to TV timeout, vote in the poll question if you haven't already. Smash that like button. We are going to be streaming every single Wild playoff game. We have Saturday stream already set up. I won't be there, but Hoppy will be there. I think with... Well, actually, he'll be on during intermission. He'll tell you who he will be on stream hanging out with. But you guys are always welcome to hang out in the chat. You guys are part of these watch parties as well. You guys drive a lot of the conversation, so we appreciate every single one of you. And don't forget to join us on Saturday for a much earlier game. I will be on my channel, my other channel, the City Light Project, covering UFC and I believe KSW before that. All right. So a little too late to ask for predictions now, given that we already have 3 goals in this game. But remind me what your predictions were in the chat here. I said 4-2 for the Minnesota Wild. Okay. Still very much a possibility. Let me see. Let me scroll up here. I'll get my schedule up tonight, hockey from home. But Saturday, mainly KSW and UFC, and then deep after that. Tomorrow, I still have to decide what I want to do. Let me know what who you voted for in the poll question as well. Let's check up on that. And let's try to get to at least 25 likes on the video, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 14, so we're almost there. We're almost there. All right. Who has a better chance of winning the Stanley Cup? Minnesota Wild, Ottawa Senators, LA Kings, Washington Capitals. Washington leading at 38%, followed by the Minnesota Wild, 25% for the Kings, a lowly 12% for the Senators. 6-3, says Urban. I'll lock that in. 8:52 on the clock, and Minnesota with it. Up the left side, but they lose it. Vegas now with the ripping through center. They send it the length of the ice. Caught in the corner by the Wild. Wild send it around. Zeev Buium. Up the left side. Foligno recovers it at center. Nice pass. Cross ice. Wild with it, but getting their pocket picked on the boards, and a huge hit by Foligno. And the puck goes all the way to center ice, but shoot, there was a Vegas player there just making his change, so he keeps the puck in the offensive zone, and a shot from the blue line. That goes wide. Puck gets poked to the side of the net, and Gustafsson is going to glove this one up. I probably won't be able to hockey from home. I'll be busy streaming MMA likely. Good shift by Foligno. Beautiful shift by Foligno there. He's had such a good series so far. 3-1 Vegas. Got you, but you lost. Wait, how did you lose? If it's 3-1 because the Wild got a goal. Sorry. I thought you said 3-1 Wild at first. 8:04. Again, hockey. You'll see my schedule later. I want to focus on this game right now. There is something before, but I'm undecided if I'm going to do it or not. 7:49. Faber drops shot from outside the circle, and a save by Aiden Hill. And X still looking for his first goal of the series. Let's go, Ottawa. The OT, I think, is about to start. 2-2 going into overtime. Who scored for... So the Leafs, Matty Nyes and Austin Matthews scored for the Senators. Brady Tkachuk. And Claude Giroux's goal. Nice hockey from home. Nice. All right, 7:44. Trennan loses the faceoff. Vegas has it as they bring it back up through the neutral zone. Not cleanly, though, as they retreat. Vegas dumps it in. Around the boards it goes, and Faber trying to backhand it out, but can't, so sends it around the net. Nobody there to retrieve it, and Vegas just does the same thing, but they slow things down. Behind the net, Faber looking to defend, and a pass right in front of Gustafsson. No one there to retrieve it. And Minnesota trying to play it ahead, but they can't vacate the zone. Minnesota backhand pass behind the net, but a big hit by Vegas. Vegas, relentless pressure here, making it tough for the Wild to exit, and they get the puck back. Vegas behind the net, looking for someone in front, but that pass goes way too far. Length of the ice, and both teams are going to get a change. Crowd way too quiet. Come on, Minnesota. I know you're still up in this game. Let's get them going here. Let's keep that energy. The X is a loud place when the fans are buzzing, ladies and gentlemen. 6:36. All right, there's some chance in the crowd here. Vegas. Pass. That gets broken up into the corner. Freddie Gaudreau loses it. My Lord and Savior. And Gustafsson with a nice save. 6 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Shots 8-6 for the Vegas Golden Knights, and a little brouhaha ensuing. Just some pushing and shoving, actually. Oh, and look at that. Bogosian earning his pay. Brett earning his pay. Getting Gustafsson's stick back as he lost it. Blues up by 1. And Wild end up winning the face-off of battling for it in the corner. Vegas gets it back. Sounding like a Toronto game filled with the businessmen that don't cheer. Get louder. Puck going to go up and out of play. Speaking of the Toronto game, still in overtime. Well, actually, overtime just started. They're 2 minutes in. Spurgeon, Middleton out there. On the defense, Hartman going to take the face-off. Waved out was one of the Vegas players. So coming in is Brandon Saad. Brandon Saad just always in playoff hockey. Face-off won by Saad. Shot from outside the circle. And that doesn't... Well, that's deflected right. Back to center. Vegas gets it back. Defense. Long pass. Vegas able to tip this one in. Middleton sends it around the net. Spurgeon up to his man. Wild trying to keep possession in the neutral zone. Battling for it right on the blue line, right in front of the Vegas bench. Wild get it back. And a nice poke check by Vegas. The good defense by Faber. Behind the net. Puck trickles out in front. Vegas retrieves it at the blue line. Shot blocked, and thank God there was a Wild player there on that right side because there was some open net. Ugh.
Emotional.
I hate that team so much, dude. 5:05. Wild up the right side. Well, the Wild better win tonight, or I'll be pissed off. Oh, I'm so fucking mad. 4:55. Battling for it, and Vegas can't set anything up in the Wild zone. Puck going to come back to the neutral zone. Both teams looking really good right here, not allowing either of the teams to set up a puck in the neutral zone, and a shot off, but that doesn't get through. And the Wild, again, are going to bat this back to center ice. Gross. It makes me sick. 4:27. Whatever, Hockey from Home. No, I'll see you later, Hockey from Home. Thank you so much for joining. 4:16, battling for it. And the puck again comes up right through center. Thank goodness there's a Wild player there. Wild dumped this in Vegas zone. Kaprizov. Unable to get anything back here. Battling forward in the neutral zone. This is sent back forward. Kaprizov, can he keep this puck in the Vegas zone? He can't. And here comes Vegas. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. 3:47. What's the Hamburglar doing? Call him up. I don't care if he's in his 40s now. Senators need to go on a run. 3:35. Puck along the right wall in the Wild zone, just outside of the circle. Vegas trying to get a shot off in the slot, but unable to do so. Wild, yeah, they send it down. Not enough for icing as Vegas retrieves it. 3:18. If I wasn't streaming right now, hockey from home, I'd puke. Oh, big hit on Faber again. Man, he's been taking some hits already in this first period. But the puck comes up right side. Here come the Wild. Nice pass to Johansson. Johansson still with the puck despite being checked by Petriano. Checked and sent to the ground by I don't even know who. But hey, the Wild still have possession, so Johansson, good on you. Both teams changing. Spurgeon to Middleton, back to Spurgeon. Tipped in, but Vegas gets it back. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Wild up by 1 goal. Vegas, sharp angle shot, and Gustafson is going to hold on to this one. We're going to have a face-off to the right of the Wild netminder. I imagine they're going to sneak in another TV timeout here. No, just a promo right now. No, never mind. Here we go. Rossi on the second line now. Hey, they haven't gotten some shots on net for a little while, but, realistically, Vegas hadn't either. Vegas is leading in shots 11-7, was, running away with it a little bit in that period in the second half. But for the most part, I would say, fireworks first half of the period, second half of the period looked a lot like game one. Both these teams not giving each other a lot of space to work. Both of these teams doing a really good job defensively. Vegas are just making the most of the chances that they have. And let me check on the hits right now. Okay. Yeah, I was just going to say, and for the first time in the series, I think that Vegas is actually leading in hits, and they are here 18-7, as I saw Faber continuing to take a lot of them down in the corner. I didn't watch hockey. I've been busy working today. I saw Kaposa tweeted some good highlights, though. All right. I imagine last TV timeout before we go to our first intermission, and our friend Dev is going to join us for intermission. I'm not sure if Hoppy or Z are going to join us, but they might join us as well. But yeah, we'll get Dev's take on the first period, and we'll dive into the series so far and what's going on around the NHL. And as always, you guys will take your questions and your discussion topics as well. Hey, Knight, they're showing some of the hits there. Nyquist with some hits. Okay, they're showing all the Wild hits, which I dig. Bro, Dean with some of the big hits. Oh, and there's some of the big ones on Faber. Oof. All right, Foligno's lined back out there. It's nice not working on Thursday night for once. Hell yeah, Urban. Let's go. And it's great that it's at a reasonable hour. Not 10-20 start. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Wild trying to keep the puck deep in the Vegas zone. They have behind the net. Backhand to the slot, but it was Vegas who retrieved it. Brazotra and Foligno need to wake up and start laying some hits. 158. Nice save by Gustafson. Puck comes up left side. Bouncing into the Vegas zone. And boom! There's a big hit by Minnesota. They were listening to your hot takes. They were listening to you. 1 minute and 47 seconds. Vegas brings it in. Vegas behind the net. I still haven't recovered from the previous game, getting tired. Maybe I should have a beer. You know what? I'm almost done this coffee. Then I'm going to crack a cold one myself. Dang, jinxed they'll give us 11 p.m. again. I mean, they probably will. But I mean, 2 late ones in a row was brutal. 120, puck loose, but not a clean shot off in front. Eriksson Ek with a big hit in the corner, able to keep this puck alive. Wild lose it. Vegas going to backhand it and dump it in. Final minute. Oh, man, Vegas. They're just throwing the hits around left, right, and center here. Doing their best Minnesota Wild impression from this series. 55 seconds. Puck in the neutral zone. Vegas back to the defenseman as they just finished their change. Fresh legs on the ice for Vegas. Nice defense by the Wild. They force Vegas to set up again. Vegas dumps it in. Corner, Spurgeon eats a hit but keeps his puck alive. Middleton with a nice backhand pass. Johansson unable to get it. Middleton back up through center. 25 seconds remaining. Puck tipped in the Vegas zone. Vegas sends it around the boards. Still at center. Vegas with it. Goudreau slows things down at the walls. Sends it back to Brodin. Brodin regains it. 7 seconds remaining and some good defense there by the Wild late. And we're going to go into our second period. And the Minnesota Wild are up 1-0. Hey, it ain't the dreaded 2-goal league. It ain't the dreaded 2-goal lead here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. First intermission, get your comments in the live chat. Vote in the poll question, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bring some guests on here throughout the intermissions of this stream. I'm going to take a quick break, too, because you know what? You know what, Trav? You got me thirsty now. So I think I'm going to grab a cold one. We'll take a quick break. But before we take our break and have a quick word from our friend at 9 Mile Brewing, before we bring on any of our friends here to talk about this first period, this series, and the NHL at large, let's quickly check on the poll question. Vote in the poll question if you haven't already. Who has a better chance of winning the Stanley Cup? Minnesota Wild, Ottawa Senators, LA Kings, Washington Capitals. Ottawa just lost, and now they're down 3-0, so that one's kind of the long shot. Good first period, just a weak goal allowed by Gus, but otherwise he's solid. Absolutely. And scoring early for the Wild. Boldy hasn't even scored yet as well. You know he's going to get at least one here tonight. As far as the minutes go, it's pretty much the same as what we've been seeing. The big guns are getting the minutes. Boldy, 6 minutes. Kaprizov, over 7. Eriksson Ek over 7. That top line, they're leading on quite a bit. Zuccarello was 6:22, though. Nyquist just over 5. Ryan Harmon, Foligno, just under 5 as well. On the defense, again, same thing. Zebouam has more minutes than Bogosian because they were on a power play. But other than that, it's been pretty like Spurgeon was 7. Middleton was 7. Yeah, it's pretty even all around. Faber was 7. Brodin with 8:37 right now in time on ice. Ek is going to have a big goal tonight. He's doing everything but scoring, and that's not even like a knock because like he's helping set up the other guys in that like he's creating space for them to do everything. And unfortunately, he just hasn't been on a secondary assist or anything like that. But with 2 games played, he has 0 points in the series, which is hilarious given how good he's been. And a complete contrast to Boldy, who has 3 goals, 4 points in the series. And Kirill Kaprizov, who has 5 points in the series, 2 goals, 3 assists. Mind you, Boldy's goal is nicer than Kaprizov's. That goal from other than like coming into this game for sure. But yeah, honestly, that's pretty spread out. All right, I'm going to take a quick break, guys. On the other side, we'll talk more about the highlights, the lowlights of this period, what we need to see more of from the Wild. Don't forget to smash the like button. We're trying to get to 25 likes, and then we're going to bring on our friend from 10K Takes, our friend Dev here. So don't go anywhere. Crack a cold one yourself on the other side. We're bringing on some friends to go over this first period and talk about this series, this game, and the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. So back on the other side, don't go anywhere. More Game 3 Minnesota Wild Vegas Golden Knights coverage here on Sota Pod in a moment. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
People are like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that. We kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall, and now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. And we are back with the boys here again, the State of Hoppy and Dev. What's going on, guys? How have you been enjoying the game thus far? And thoughts on this first period? Hoppy, we'll start with you.
I mean, Marco Rossi scored. I don't know what more I need in my life.
Back up to the second line as well for a couple shifts. Not bad, not bad.
No, keep him on the fourth line. It's way more suited to his skill set.
That's where he's cooking right now. What's up, Dev?
What's up, boys?
Looking sharp, Dev.
Yeah, thanks, man. I just never got a chance to change out of work clothes, so it's just me and Nordy hanging out watching the game.
Let's go, let's go. No, I wore my jersey for game one. They lost. I wore the back channel Brewing green shirt for game two. They won, so I have to, superstitions. It's hockey,
Yeah.
right? Got to continue. Got to continue.
So I did intentionally wear this shirt to work because you can't really tell, but it is a dark green.
Okay.
So
hold
let's
on.
yeah,
I
that's
can
right.
I can kind of I can't see it. I'm not gonna lie.
No, listen, I don't have studio lighting. I'm in my living room, and
Bro, my studio lighting is straight up a spider lamp I got on Marketplace for $5.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it. I just am saying that in the room that I'm currently in is powered by the light that you see is 2 rooms away.
Got you. Well, thoughts on the first period, Dev?
For if you look at just like the box score, you're probably wondering like how the hell is Minnesota winning? They're getting out hit, they're getting outshot, and yet watching the game, I never felt like outside of a small flurry, before that 4-on-4, and then obviously right before and right after, I never really felt like Vegas had control, which is
Feels more like the first game than last night's game.
exactly.
Sorry, not last night, Tuesday's game.
Everything feels very, very tight and very even. And listen, like Hoppy said it best. Marco Rossi scored a fucking playoff goal. Like, what more can you ask for?
And Zeev with his first point.
Yeah, Zeev with his first point. Also, Kirill Kaprizov tied a franchise record for most consecutive playoff goals with 3. So Marian Gaborik had the first. It was the first person in Wild history to score 3 consecutive playoff goals, and then Matt Boldy between game 1 and 2 of this series was the second, and then Kirill has the rest.
And Boldy's yet to score a goal in this game, and there's going to be one coming.
Yeah, he's good for one.
Absolutely.
That Boyum assist, though, that was basically the equivalent of getting a goal because the other team put it in their own net, and you were the last one to touch it. Like he literally is just like, here you go, Kaprizov, and he goes full lap around, flings it, done.
Oh, for sure. Well, and it's funny
kind
too
of a
because
soft shot, no.
Well, no, yeah, it was harder than the one that Gustafsson let in. We'll say that much. I don't know. Those are the ones you need. It's like he made so many clutch saves before that and after, but that one, that's what I'm saying. This game reminds me of the first game a little. Reminds me of the game 1 a little bit. It's funny though because like just that series of events that took place for the Wild to even get that power play was hilarious as well. Like, so just the fact that Zeev got his first point after all that was awesome.
I don't know if you guys are watching the FanDuel broadcast or the TNT broadcast, but the
FanDuel.
FanDuel.
the TNT broadcast had a hilarious moment where they were like basically speculating if Mark Stone had scored that goal right before the 6-on-5 got called, like how much of a shitstorm that would be.
Yeah.
And I was like sitting there being like, guys, it wouldn't be a shitstorm at all. They would just call it back. It would be a no goal.
They're still learning how hockey works,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, like, I feel bad for shitting on TNT because one of the directors is like a friend of mine. Like I've known her for a long time.
It's just Dev just
And
brutally honest here on the Sota Pod. I love it.
I've known her for like probably 12 years at this point. Like,
Can
was
you
at their
call her right
wedding.
now and bring her in on the show? Or I got questions.
No, so she doesn't answer my texts
Anymore. She's not going to after she hears this.
on game days, basically.
Okay. She's never going to again after she hears it.
Yeah, right. No, I always send her a good job text after wild games. But no, she's working it and everything, and when when TNT first got it, she had been with not totally the inside the NBA crew, but like in that she was like on like the B team for inside the NBA basically. And they took a lot of those people and were like, who knows anything about hockey? And she was like, I do. And then she texted me, she was like, I don't know anything about hockey. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, fake it.
I like that.
You can tell you make it.
I respect the shit out of that move. That was awesome.
Hell yeah. Well, what do the Wild need to continue to do better?
Continue to do or do better?
What do they need to continue to do to succeed, and what do they need to do better in the second and third?
I mean, Hoppy, you may disagree on this, but I think if the Wild can keep forechecking the way that they have been and creating pressure and high danger chances, I think that is going to put them in a really good position to succeed.
I just think that if they can score at least as many goals as Vegas does the rest of the game, I think we got this.
All right, who has a better chance of winning the Stanley Cup? LA Kings, Washington Capitals, or the Minnesota Wild? I had Ottawa in the poll, but they're out of it now. Fuck the Maple Leafs, dude.
Did the Leafs win in overtime?
Well, I just mean that out of the ones that no one expects to win, who do you think has the best chance? I think Washington was up on the Wild. Okay, no, Wild are up 50% since the period ended, but at one point Washington was up. Kings 25%, Washington 21%.
It's disrespectful to not say Washington out of that group, and I guess if they take care of business and get by Montreal handily, sure, I guess, but I just don't believe in any of those teams. I don't.
Washington winning the cup, their second cup the same year Ovi breaks the record is just that would be legendary.
You know what?
No, you would hate that, but I'd actually be super into that.
Oh my god.
I lean Wild in that group just because if the Wild get past Vegas, which that's still not guarantee at all. But
yeah, even with the win tonight, it's not a guarantee.
I don't hate the matchup with LA. I really don't.
Dude, I was so happy
to
see LA beating Edmonton so handedly. It was great.
Let's be clear. I would much rather face Edmonton. So
yeah. So here's the thing with the three teams that you mentioned, right? I think I have LA last in that group for the exact same reason that Hoppy's talking about of if LA does manage to beat Edmonton,
well, they should.
Which it's looking like they are the better team and they should, and Skinner is playing dog shit.
I was just gonna say Kuzmenko is back, baby. Every time he
Dev.
goes to a new team, he does well. Then the next season he shits the bed, gets traded. It's the Kuzmenko way.
You know what? That's
Dev.
an excellent job, Hot Takes. Excellent call. I didn't even think about that, and that's 100%
He does look good. But
dude, he looks good for a year and a half with every team, and then gets traded, reboot.
You get about 100 games out of him, and then it just falls apart.
And about 30 to 40 goals.
Yeah.
Sorry, Hoppy. Go ahead.
Fuck the Stanley Cup. Out of those three teams, who are you the most confident makes it to the next round? For me, it's LA.
Agreed.
But I'm still least confident in them for the cup.
It's the
If that makes any sense.
honestly same. It's the reverse order for me.
I like that. Who do we think scores the next one for the Wild? Assuming they continue to score in this game and
Boldy.
it doesn't just stay. Boldy, yeah, I'm thinking Boldy as well.
No, I'm going.
Actually, I'm gonna change it since you're going Boldy. I'm gonna say Eck.
He's due, man. He's due.
He almost got one right before Kaprizov scored his that I thought he was gonna just get one of those little like greasy tap ins that he's so good at. So
He's been more pinning guys in the corner and keeping that crease open or the lane in front of the crease open. So he just hasn't been there enough because he's either making that pass around or like sending it completely around the boards and pinning the one guy up behind. Or making that like first hit where he's just kind of out of the play, which is why he hasn't even gotten an assist yet.
Are you making a poll with these picks? Because mine definitely won't get picked at all in the poll, but I'm saying Middleton.
Ooh, I can make another poll here because
all right, I'll bite. What makes you pick Middleton? Is just a gut feeling?
Well, it's partially vibes, but it's also just I don't know. I feel like with Aiden Hill right now, like the way to score is just flinging it from out top and getting something on net, and it's going to find a way to get through. Like, I liked the way Vegas looked down the stretch in that period. Like, back half, I won't say that they, like, dominated or anything, but, like, they were back to their shit.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a lot harder to get in and have the opportunities like Boldy would need to score or like Eck at the net front. I think throwing it from the top, I think Middleton's a guy that will just throw it on net. I'm just going with the random – someone from the blue line is going to put it on net and it's going to find a way through. And Middleton's got the vibes that it works.
Nyquist is
too sexy of a pick, so I can't do that.
Nyquist is good too. Shut up, haters. I love this. Brett was talking about that on the show, Wildly Informed last night. They're like, he's been doing a lot of little things well. Even in the first period, he had some like nasty little passes there up through the neutral zone. One of the only guys who's been able to kind of carve through the neutral zone without getting his pocket picked or checked.
I'm fine with not wanting people to shit on him, but I'm a long ways away from sitting here and like defending Gus Nyquist.
I think he's, obviously they wanted him to score a little bit more. Obviously they wanted him to bring in a little bit more offense, but I think he's a great depth guy. He's been in the playoffs before, been there, done that, like been with the Wild before. Like I have no issue with that acquisition.
If Nyquist manages to score a goal or two in this series, I think that it just kind of proves Billy G right in that acquisition.
I disagree though. I think he misjudged the acquisition. I don't think it's like Gus Nyquist came in and disappointed. Like he is exactly what he's been this year. Agreed. And if he does happen to break through and score, like I don't think that's like reaffirming what Billy did. I think Billy's just sitting there saying, "Thank fucking God." Like
I'm not saying it's reaffirming what Billy did. I'm saying it.
I mean, realistically, you want to bring in a guy who can score more, sure, but like bringing Nyquist in, like, I'm
saying it takes the heat off of like that particular move because if you look at each of his moves, right now, the Brazo, I would say, has not really paid off yet.
He also didn't cost a second round pick.
Right.
There's a certain Russian who'd actually have a little bit more speed on that fourth line. I'm just saying.
I did too, but like, let's be real, dude. He didn't do dick. For me, it's more like you're right that'll probably be the narrative, Dev. I'm just saying I don't agree with it. I'm saying like when that happens and everyone comes in and says, "Oh, Billy, great job," like he fell face first into that. Like it has gone not the way he hoped, and if it magically all of a sudden works out that Gustafsson gets a goal or two, I'm just not ready to say, "Oh, okay, good trade, Billy."
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good trade. I'm not saying that a goal or two makes it a good trade either. Obviously, it depends on the clutchness of those two goals, right?
No, but I'm with you. I'm not saying that you think that either. I'm saying that will be widely what's said, and I just don't agree with that sentiment.
I gotcha. I'm with you.
Trav, I haven't tried that. I just looked it up. I haven't tried that.
It's supposed to be phenomenal, but you pretty much got to go out and grab it on site out in Cali. So
okay.
Pliny.
Yeah, Pliny is good. I had it.
I'm with you, hot takes. I still believe in him. I trust him. I just didn't like that trade.
Nobody's perfect except for Judd Brackett at his job.
Judd Brackett's really fucking good at his job.
Yeah.
I will say too, I am still a Billy G defender, a Billy Goat, if you will. I did not like the Who's Nadinov trade at all, as everybody
No, I am
who
still very
is aware
salty
of
about
me
that.
knows. I'm very upset about it still.
I'm more mad about
And
Lauko.
Right. I'm upset about Lauko. I don't really care for Brazeau. I don't think he brings anything tremendously
He
different.
brings
But
nothing. He brings nothing.
Great dude, though. Great dude.
I'm all about the vibes. He seems like a great dude. Seems like a beauty.
I will say he
And
fits the fourth line better than Huznadinov does.
I do agree with that. I think that's fair. He's a big bumbly motherfucker.
Hang on. What if you found out Brazeau was like Italian for piss missile? Would that change it?
Honestly, yes. I have to be true to myself, and if we find out that Brazeau translates to piss missile, then that would make a difference.
I will issue a public apology.
Well, that is awesome.
I don't know if I go that far, but I haven't shit on Brazeau because it's not his fault.
True.
I would like to see more out of him. I think him getting that assist today on Rossi's goal was great. I mean, that we didn't really talk about it other than the fact that it happened. The puck movement before that goal was fucking beautiful. And if we can get more out of that, I will be a very, very happy dev.
And like no slight on Rossi because he did exactly what he should and he hit the exact spot he needed to be in. But holy shit, could he have been more open? Like what was going on? Just out to lunch.
Yep. No, for
guess
sure.
What doesn't matter. He capitalized.
Absolutely. All right, boys. Well, we'll see you for the second intermission. Thanks for keeping us company throughout the break. And we'll see you in a little bit. Go Wild.
I hope Nick Hague steps on a Lego.
Devin Hoppy, ladies and gentlemen, joining us for intermission here yet again. And as we get back to a second period coverage, 18-14 on the clock. Again, thanks to the chat here on YouTube. If you're watching on X or Facebook, X/Twitter, Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. Vote in the poll question. We updated it yet again, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get back to it. Zuccarello for the next goal. Gus Bus is scaring me. Stop coming out of your net. Like, who do you think you are? Grant Fuhrer? Come on. 12:46. Battling for it. Right wall. And, Vegas sends it right on net. Gustafson kicks it to the left. Fighting for it. And Vegas gets it back. Vegas tries to get it back on net. They hold possession. Circling. They shoot it up. The puck bounces behind the net. Still with it is Vegas here. Middleton trying to separate the man from the puck. And Vegas gets it right in front of the net. Puck deflects right. Still with possession here. Vegas shown that their possession numbers have been very, very good so far in this series. Still keeping it in, sending it back into the corner. They throw it back on net. Puck deflects all the way to the blue line. Too much time on our end. 100%. And finally, the Wild get it out of the zone, but this one might be icing. And no, the goaltender touches it, so the Wild can get a change. 16:42. Almost 5 minutes into this period, and feels like the Wild really haven't done much yet with their opportunities. Only 8 shots on net, 13 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Hits 24 for the Vegas Golden Knights, 11 for the Minnesota Wild. Oh, how the tables have turned from game 1, game 2. Got lucky, no icing. Yeah, absolutely. The puck went right to Aiden Hill. And the Wild were able to get some runway built early with those 2 goals. Vegas gets a 1. Only up by 1 here. Wild need to find that offense and that pep in their step that they had early in this first period. Crowd needs to wake up as well. I agree, hot takes. I agree. 16:35. Wild win the faceoff. Kaprizov with it, sends up the left side, loses it in the corner, fighting for it. And Kaprizov gets it. Nice cross pass. And Boldy sends it back in. Faber, he's going to skate for it. This goes around the net. Brodin trying to hold the line. Brodin sends it back in the Vegas zone. Vegas with it, though. Boldy up front. Vegas, they're going to dump. Faber's there, sends it back and around the net. Puck trickles back to the neutral zone where Vegas gets possession. Up the right side, here comes Vegas again. They send it behind the Wild net, and Vegas is quick to retrieve it. Faber battling. One-on-one, puck sent in front of the net. That goes wide. Vegas send it back down, and Faber again, man, taking a lot of damage here in this third period. Vegas gets it back to their blue line. Again, these possession numbers from Vegas, and Kaprizov blocks the shot. And Kaprizov, because of that block shot, sends this puck all the way down into the Vegas zone. And oh no, Kaprizov, his right leg, he can't skate on it, or he's choosing not to skate on it right now, as he was helped to the bench, and he's going to skate down the tunnel to be looked at. This is worst case Ontario. Oh shit! He blocked it with his motherfucking skate blade. I thought it hit his ankle. Okay, he's not hurt. He just doesn't have a fucking skate blade. Oh my God. I thought it hit his ankle and that's why he couldn't skate. He didn't look like he was in a lot of pain. I just thought he had a good old friggin' poker face. That's why the team was helping him back to the bench. Okay, so he's getting his... Thank goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Shattered skate blade there. Whew. I'm sweating. 15-12 on the clock. The Wild win the faceoff. Wild coming up the left side. They're going to dump. No one there to chase. Love the slow-mo replay. 15 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes into this second period. Wild with it in the corner. They're going to try to backhand it out of the zone, and they do, and actually make the pass here. Foligno with it in the corner. Loses it, and Vegas is going to send it out of their zone. Neutral zone now, battling for it. Trying to force this puck back into the Vegas zone, and they do. Shot! Nice save by Aiden Hill. Shot in the slot again. The Wild have been successful scoring 2 of their goals there in this game so far. Both teams changing as Vegas makes a breakout. Thought that was offside at first, but they're good. Vegas behind the net. Eichel circling, shot, blue line. That's going to be blocked, but Vegas still has it. And Wild, all of them are bunched up in front of the net out of position. Vegas with it, shot. Gustafsson with the save. Puck back to the right side. Vegas with it. Vegas banking it to themselves, banking it to himself. Another shot. That doesn't get through traffic. Foligno trying to get it out of the zone, and he does. The Wild are going to get a change. 13:38. Wild with it. And we got a penalty against Minnesota for what? Slashing on Foligno. Fucking embellishment one was bullshit, by the way, and I haven't seen the replay on the slashing here, but Foligno's going to the box. Let's see, slashing on Theodore. I mean, yeah, it was a slash to the glove there. That was a slash to the glove there, but the Wild are going to be on the penalty kill for the first time in this game, and yes. What are you doing this? Is what's gonna blow the season right here. This is a huge penalty kill, the most important penalty kill of the season, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna say with every single one that ensues after this as well, because it's true. By the way, the St. Louis Blues up 3 on the Winnipeg Jets after the first period. Wild up 1 on the Vegas Golden Knights, but they're about to go on their dreaded penalty kill, which, oh my goodness.
Oh my
I'm nervous. I'm nervous. All right, TV timeout here. TV timeout. At least the boys get a little bit of a break here. Vote in the poll question if you haven't already, guys. Who scores next for the Wild? I don't think anyone's scoring right now. Short-handed. Middleton, Boldy, Eriksson, Foligno. Let us know. Dreaded indeed. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. We are so close to 25 likes. There's 20 of you guys watching right now. If all of you smash that like button, we will pretty much hit our goal. Again, Hoppy and Dev will return again after the second period for intermission. Have any questions lined up for them? Have any topics lined up for them? As we'll get into all of that and more. I got to come up with some better questions for them because they're mocking me with my simple questions now. At least I didn't make fun of anybody getting divorced yet. So there you go. There you go. That's a start. That's a start. Might as well say tie game now. No hope in the PK. I'm not excited for it, but I'm wishing them the best. Vegas with it. Eichel up to Stone. Eichel to the blue line. Eichel with the top of the circle. Stone with nobody there. Oh, nice. Sprawling. Friggin' save by the Wild. It was Middleton who dropped down and blocked that shot from the slot and a save by Gustafsson. Good job by Middleton so far getting in that lane. 13-11, 140 on the power play left. Yeah, great job by Middleton getting down. Woo, he was trying to find someone on that back post across crease. Wild win the faceoff, but don't have it yet. Backhand around the net. Boldy battling for it. And this puck is sent down the length of the ice. 12:55 is Vegas. They break out through center, right side. Stone's going to send it in, and Middleton with it. Oh, gets his pocket picked by Stone. Stone with the backhand pass back to the corner. Eichel with a pass to the right side. Blue line to Eichel on the left side. Theodore shot. That goes wide behind the net, bouncing. Hurdle back to Stone. Stone wasn't able to get it to Eichel on the wall, and the Wild get it. They're going to send it down the ice. So far, so good for the Wild's PK. They're surviving with 45 seconds left on the clock. Vegas with it. Here comes their rush. Jack Eichel through center. Back to the blue line for Vegas as they set up. 25 seconds on the clock for Vegas. Hurdle to Eichel. Hannafin shot in the slot, and a nice save by Gustafsson. There was traffic there as well. 21 seconds. We'll have another face-off in the Wild zone. So far, so good. Gustafsson coming up clutch as well with a few good saves here. Right in the crest, but still. Don't want to get anything on net. Stone in front of the net. Dangerous to get those rebounds. And we're going to have a whistle right off the face-off. It's going to reset 1 second on the clock. Put in Fleury. Why? Gustin had one leaky goal. The rest he's been pretty clutch, and Vegas has been out shooting Minnesota 15-10 here. I don't think Gustin should be pulled. 11:45. Vegas, 14 seconds. They lose it at the blue line. No, he's at this stage in his career, he's not better, unfortunately. Hell yes, killed the PK. Wow, first kill of the playoffs. That's good. Good vibes, boys. Good vibes. Great job by the Wild killing off that power play. $11:20. Vegas still has it, though, left side. Vegas, nice move there, losing it. Here comes Freddie Gaudreau. Back to Boldy. Boldy in the corner. Boldy back to the blue line. Faber, left circle, shot, and a save by Vegas. And they're able to get a face-off and hopefully put their first line back out there. Okay, let's get some ozone time now. Yes, it's like they couldn't get some ozone time if they even bought some in this game, Trav, it seems like. Or at least in this period. Again, guys, if you're watching on X/Twitter or Facebook, come over to YouTube. Join our live chat here. Join our community here. And don't forget to vote in the poll question. Who scores next for the Wild? Middleton, Boldy, Eriksson Ek, or Foligno? Could it happen on this play? Does Kaprizov score next? This is Zuccarello. Vegas wins the faceoff, but doesn't exit the zone. 10:49. Vegas gets it back right to center. Faber able to get it. And the Wild shot from the circle, saved by Hill. Wild are able to keep this puck in the corner. Faber tried to rip this back in, and it's stuck at center. Wild with it, though, right side. Send it back in. They're going to dump in Chase halfway through this second period. Wild still up a goal. (10:14). Minnesota, right side. They send it back up and around. (10:03). Zuccarello back to Spurgeon. Hartman, Foligno forechecking. Good job by Foligno getting the puck back in the corner, but loses it on the boards, but gets it back at center. Foligno then dumps it back in. Great shift by Foligno. No way Rossi, Kirill, and Zucker playing together. Nice hit by Bogosian. (9:28). And this puck goes all the way back in the Wild zone. Bogosian sends it up the right side. Zeev Buyan with it in the corner. Zeev eats a hit, but honestly eats it like a man. Loses the puck, but not possession. He's able to send it up the left side. And this deflects into the bench. Hey, Zeev took that hit well, man, and was able to still play the puck after. All right, we're going to TV timeout. 9:07 on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. And the Minnesota Wild able to kill off a penalty. That is huge. That is huge. If the Wild missed the playoffs, well, I mean, honestly, if the Canucks are in the playoffs, I'd cheer for the Canucks more than the Wild. But Canucks, Wild, Washington, but like I'm a Canucks fan. I have I guess I have an interest in the Wild. Because I've been hosting the Sota Pod for like 6 years now. Or working with the Sota Pod for like 6 years now. And Washington I've just always loved because of the Capitals. Yeah, man, fuck the Leafs, bro. Fucking hate the Leafs so much. God damn it. Stupid ass blue fucking Maple Leaf. Fuck the Leafs, bro. I hate that team so much. Ugh, poor Senators, man. Poor Senators. It disgusts me. It disgusts me. The Wild better win this game or I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, man. It's that bad. It's fucked up, but it's that bad. It's that bad. All right, Minnesota Wild lead 2-1 against the Vegas Golden Knights. 12-15 in shots, so not as dire as, you know, we've been making it seem, I suppose. Vegas doing well in the faceoffs, 19-11, and the hits, 28 hits for the Vegas Golden Knights, only 14 for the Minnesota Wild. Usually the Wild are leading in hits. It's not like they're not throwing the body around, but compared to what we've been used to, guys. Because I'm Canadian, I didn't grow up in fucking the GTA. Every other Canadian who didn't grow up in the GTA and who was forced fucking Toronto sports this, Toronto sports that, down their fucking throats their whole life, hates the Leafs. I hate the Raptors. I hate the Leafs. I hate the Blue Jays. I hate Toronto FC. I hate every single, fuck the Argos. I hate all of them. TSN Sports, they don't care about Canada. They don't care about Canadian sports. They care about the Leafs, and that's it. Fuck the Leafs, bro. If the Wild lose tonight, blame the crowd for being asleep. I prefer to call them the Maple Leaves. all of Toronto sports. And the Wild score! And it's Boldy who gets it! Fuck the Leafs, the Wild score! Let's go! Let's go! I let the hatred get the better of me. And I only caught the last second of the goal. Here we're looking at the replay right now. Boldy gets the puck off a botched breakout by the Vegas Golden Knights. They lose the puck behind the net. Boldy gets the puck back and takes advantage of their mistake and gets the goal, the third goal for the Minnesota Wild. They're back up 2. Boldy. Yeah, sorry, Hank. I hate Toronto sports so much. Wow. Let's go. And Boldy with his 4th goal of the series, ladies and gentlemen. Scoring in every single game.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
8:49. Killing off a penalty, scoring in this second period. The Wild are buzzing right now as they're trying to break out of their own zone. Good forecheck here by Vegas. Was that our second shot on Hill in the second? Let's get the puck on Hill, boys. I don't think it was the second, but it was like, it wasn't, there weren't a lot. It might have been. I thought they probably had at least 3 or 4, though. Not that that's a huge difference. Boldy's playing great so far. Let's hope he can stay consistent. Absolutely. I feel like even when he wasn't scoring this year, when he went through his little goal drought throughout the season, as he does, like he was doing so many other things that he made up for it. Whereas in like years past, he kind of just dried up everywhere. After Don Cherry stopped being announcer, all the channels that cover sports in Canada sucked. I would say when TSN had the NHL rights, it was awesome. When they lost to the Sportsnet, it's been downhill from there. I think it's less Don Cherry because CBC only has a handful of games, right? So I would just say once TSN lost the rights, it was downhill from there. Because TSN fucking crushed it, man. And they still do, in fairness, crush the, and I hate to say it, but they crush the Quebec, the Senators, and the Leafs, like, broadcast. But, like, fuck them. 7:30. Fuck the Leafs. Puck on net for the Wild. Wild shot in the slot. That deflects back out. Zeev Buyam up the left side. Shot. Rebound behind the net, and Vegas going to get it back. Rossi putting in work, 7:17 on the clock. But yes, I fucking love Don Cherry. I don't know if you can see the bobblehead. Probably can't. He's buried behind the guitar there, but I got Don Cherry there. 7:06. When I get a new setup soon here, he'll be more visible. ESPN and Sportsnet need to sell the rights immediately. Sportsnet just re-signed, so they're not going anywhere. Oh, and a shot by Vegas. Nice save by Gustin. This puck goes all the way up the left side. Wild with it. Drop pass, and it's going to be offside. You know what? I saw it. I wasn't going to say it, but I probably should have. That looked a little offside. What a buzz at the XL Energy Center now. Can you guys cheer now? Now that you're up by 2 again? You know what's crazy? Sportsnet, because there's only 2 big sports networks in Canada, right? Sportsnet and TSN. They got the CHL rights from TSN, and they basically outbid TSN only to spite them. They had no intention of showing the games. Only like a few games here and there, and like maybe the Mem Cup. So like fuck Sportsnet and fuck the Maple Leafs, dude. 6 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock. Yes, I've demonetized this stream now with how much hatred I've been showing towards the Maple Leafs, but I do not care, dude. And also fuck the regional blackouts. That too. It's ridiculous. Thank God for the internet, ladies and gentlemen. 6:40 on the clock, and I cannot believe that I am actually ahead of some of you in the live chat tonight. That's all I'm going to say. We are on hockey. I mean, on top of hockey here tonight. 6:27. Puck in the Vegas zone. Look at some life back in the Wild here as well. As they're getting some control time here. It's a shot from the blue line. And looks like that went up and out of play before it dropped back down, and a little late whistle by the ref. Smash that like button if you haven't already, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We will be live for Saturday's game as well. Game 4. Hoppy will be hosting that one, and I'm sure he'll have some guests on stream as well. And then for game 5, assuming it's Monday or Tuesday, I'm not sure if they dropped the schedule for it yet. I will be back for that one. This is the Boldy Judd and I have wanted. Wait, this is the Boldy that I have wanted all fucking year, says Urban. Let's go. 616. Right side, Boldy again. Puck behind the net to Kaprizov. Kaprizov sends it back into the corner. Trying to get it back behind to Kaprizov, but that's overturned. And the puck goes all the way back down into the Wild zone, led by Vegas, but Vegas unable to set up. Ugh, it makes me sick, Andrew. It makes me sick. I hope the Ottawa Senators can come back, call the Hamburglar up, comes out of retirement, helps them go on a run, and beats the Leafs. Do I think Samsonov starts game 4? I think so. I think so. Ugh. Makes me sick. 5:29. Good job by Vegas holding the puck in the Wild zone. Nice hit in the corner. Kaprizov battling for it. Eriksson Ek to score. He's due for one, Hulky, but he hasn't been able to see the back of the net yet in this game or in this series. Vegas doing a good job of keeping the puck in the Wild zone behind the net, trying to find someone right in front of the crease, but nobody there. But nice save by Gustin as a shot came from outside of the circle here. And what a goal by Boldy, man. Blues, yeah, up 3-0 going into the second period. I believe it's still not the second period yet. But they're going to be going to the second period pretty soon here. It's hard to believe that. Well, you know what? The Blues have been playing pretty good hockey, Andrew. Game 1, they actually, dare I say, outplayed the Jets at various points of that game. So, just started the second. Okay. Hellebuck is hellebucking hard right now, which isn't good to see. 5 minutes remain in this second period, ladies and gentlemen. We'll bring back Dev and the state of Hoppy. Talk about the second period, to swoon over Boldy. Let's talk about the whole Rossi situation, I imagine. Yurov coming over, by the way. Likely in the summer to get acclimated to Minnesota a little bit. Probably will go fishing with Ogren, be given a fishing rod, only to be traded for a fucking Canadian. Brazo's a beauty. I gotta stop. He's literally been on the channel before. Fucking, I love you, Brazo, but I loved who's in need of more. There, I said it. Fuck, the Blues are rooting the Canucks playoffs up. Hey, as a fellow Canucks fan, I'll jump on that. It was less the Blues' fault and more the Canucks. Just what a shitstorm of a season. From guys coming in injured in Demko, as one of the examples. Guys freaking fighting cancer or getting cancer treatment, I should say, in Joshua. In Pettersson being a little bitch. I mean, Pettersson and JT Miller having a feud. I mean, Brett Besser, had a great year, but now he's not coming back. It's just like, fuck, man. Love Braz, hate the trade. Vendetta, thank you so much for all the support you show the channel, by the way. It doesn't go unnoticed, my man. Agreed. Panthers is rocking and win, especially hard hit. Canucks ruin their own hopes. Yeah, I mean, it was just the hockey gods were not happy with the Vancouver Canucks this year. Okay, we're back at it, by the way. But the sooner Pettersson is moved, the better. Did I say Brett Besser? Brock Besser. Jeez. No one else noticed it but you. 4 minutes and 37 seconds. I was hoping Brett's name was in the chat and I could use that as an excuse, but the Flames weren't expected to do that well though this year, Andrew, I don't think. All right, first line back out there. No, you didn't, Andrew. No, you didn't. 4:37. Andrew, the all-knowing, the all-wise. Oh, good rush there by the Wild. And of course, it's Boldy. Almost got possession back, but Vegas can try to backhand it out of their zone. They hold on to it. Vegas with some speed. 2-on-2 shot. Save by Gustafson. Rebound, and the Wild have it. Imagine this Wild team, but add Ehlers and Tavares in July. Oh, boy. Can they afford both of them? I don't think they could afford both of them. I don't think Tavares is going to get that much of a pay cut. Don't get me wrong. He's not going to be making the big bucks anymore. Been there, done that with that contract, but still. Ehlers would be fucking sick, though. Hoppy would replace the Rossi jersey with Ehlers for sure. Yeah, I was just going to say, Hoppy would... I love John Tavares, always have. Definitely got a bad friggin' rap in Toronto. I mean, he got the Dion Phaneuf treatment, you know? Actually played pretty damn good, but, you know, not superstardom and didn't get a Stanley Cup, so. What did Phil Kessel say? I think the disrespect to the media on Dion Phaneuf is an absolute disgrace. Or whatever I was paraphrasing. It's disgusting. Tavares is not leaving Toronto. Do you think they've like stitched him custom silk Toronto pajamas with like laced in gold? Do you think the Wild will make it past the second round? Do we think the Wild will make it past the first round? Is the real question. Good to see you, by the way, Snooper and Dresky storm chasing. I got a buddy who's a storm chaser as well, tornado chaser. Future considerations, aka nothing. Toronto's losing either Tavares or Marner. 3-11. Vegas able to keep this in. If they get past Vegas, I think it's possible, Snooper, but I'm not bullish or confident on either. But it's not out of the realm of possibility. They'll be the underdogs going into that second series if they make it past Vegas, just like they were going into this one as well. Wild is life. Good to see you. Tomorrow it's the MMA weekend. Oh, what a nice... Well, Gustafson dove to try to make the save. That hit the post and it bounced back to the Vegas player. Another opportunity, but that didn't even get close to the net, and Vegas is forced to reset behind their net. Yeah, there's some Peruvian MMA here tonight. Combate Global's live, as well as Inca and FFC tonight, Andrew. So there's actually some Latin American mixed martial arts across 3 promotions tonight. I like how we've been playing. Absolutely. I think they will go 3-1 in this series, then choke or something like that. Oh, big hit by Minnesota. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Getting tangled in the corner. And Vegas is actually going to get a penalty for something that happened in the corner there. I don't know if it was the hit before that or they got tangled up, but we'll see. Stars, man, they're also still injured. Tavares is probably going to sign a team-friendly deal and stay like 3-5 mil. Yeah. Whoo, and a shot and opportunity for the Wild there, but that's going to be a save. Of the Wild are going to go on the power play for the remainder of the period. Emperor King, what's going on? Yo, shout out to the Kings. Fuck the Oilers. 6-2. Great victory. Great victory. Hey, thank you so much, Snooper and Dresky Storm Chase, and appreciate you. I won't be covering the game on Saturday, but when the Wild win, I'll be covering either the second round, or if we go to a game 5, I'll be covering that game as well. Oh my God, glove post out. Look at the replay on that. I knew it hit the post, but I didn't think it hit the glove first. Whoo!
Oh my God.
Yo, Snooper, if you watch mixed martial arts as well, I do the same type of thing on the City Life Project YouTube channel, so go check that one out as well. Wild, they look good in their PK. Let's see if they can get anything going on their second power play so far. One minute, 27 seconds. $118. Wild's power play. Special teams looking good tonight. Let's see if they can get another one. Zuccarello left side. Hey, cheers, Snooper. 103 back to center. No, I don't hate all the Canadian teams. Andrew, I care about the teams that I care about Canada's national team. I could give a fuck about the Canadian teams in the NHL. They're not real Canadian teams, Andrew. They're full of international players. Shot from the slot trying to tip it in was Eriksson Ek. Eriksson Ek forced behind the net, goes back into the corner. Hey, thank you, Hank. Appreciate it. 38 seconds remain in the period, 49 on the power play. Andrew, I like Calgary, okay? I like the Jets, and I don't hate Ottawa. Screw Edmonton. Fuck the Leafs. And honestly, fuck the Habs as well. 16 seconds. 100% they took us out so many times. This is revenge. Dude, I love it. I love the Kings roster. 7 seconds down low. Kaprizov trying to get one more opportunity. Goes around the net, and that's going to do it for the second period. Oh, score! Did that count? Did that count? Was that with 1 second left? The Wild get a power play goal with 1 second left? No way. Kaprizov with it, no less?
Oh my God.
No way. I got to see the replay on that. Kaprizov with 1 second left. With 1 second left. Makes this a 4-1 game. Oh my God. Oh, and he tips it in. He tips it in. And he gets the crowd going. 4-1 Minnesota. Dagger going into the third period. Up 4-1. Oh my God. Puck just bounced in front. He was able to just guide it in the net pretty much. 14 goals for Kirill. We have a whole third period for Zuccarello. Wow. So they're saying they don't even know if Kaprizov touches it. It might be Hartman's goal because he's the one who got it in front of the net, but still. Wow. What a way. Hey, 2 power play goals now for the Minnesota Wild this game. They are to kill off a penalty. And now the XL Energy Center is absolutely buzzing. Whew, as the Wild make their way to the dressing room right now, the crowd is going crazy. What a game. What a return to St. Paul. Look at Fleury. Fleury's all smiles right now on the bench. Won't be here for Saturday, but I'll be free. But I'll be at a free skate, so it's all good. Oh, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. Yeah, so I won't be streaming Saturday, but I stream mixed martial arts on my City Life Project YouTube channel all day tomorrow, and I'll be live all day Saturday on City Life covering mixed martial arts. I think we're doing something in the morning, KSW and UFC. And then I'll be back on whatever, Monday, or if we do need a game 5 or if we go to the second round, I'll be covering those games. Wow. What a period. What an end of the period. We're going to bring back on Dev and Hoppy here in a few minutes, guys, to hang out with us during this second intermission. We will take a quick break before that. Let's check on the poll question here. Who scores next for the Wild? Well, we already got that answer, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kirill Kaprizov. It was nobody here on the poll question, so we're going to end this one, and we'll get another one teed up shortly. I'll be shocked if Vegas does not have an answer for Game 4. What if the Game 4 is a lot like Game 1, though, again? And it's just a very, very close one. Because I haven't seen Vegas make that many adjustments yet. But we'll see. We'll see. So far, so good in this game. One more period left. Can't count out the Knights just yet. You got to imagine they're going to be a lot more aggressive in this third period. Aiden Hill hasn't played tremendous. Hasn't been that bad, though. Wild were able to come back and actually surpass the Vegas Golden Knights in shots, which they were down by a lot early in that period. Vegas still out hitting them. 34 hits, but the Wild are catching up in that area as well with 20. And just what a game, man. What a series. What a game. Deadly Flames, I want to say, hey man, we were close to making the playoffs, but I can't lie. We had a good season for the Flames. Oh, absolutely. That's what I was saying. No one really expected the Flames to make the playoffs this year. And with how bad the Canucks were, the Flames were able to go on a little bit of a run and actually, honestly, the team, a non-playoff team came together and made a run through the season and almost made it. And it kept Flames fans watching till the end of the season, which that's what you want. You don't want apathy throughout the season, right? At any point in the season. Yeah, I like the Sens, Jets, Flames, obviously Canucks, but screw the Coilers, fuck the Leafs, and honestly, I don't like the Habs either, man. The Habs, like, again, I would love to go to a game at the Bell Center. I would love, I mean, the jerseys are pretty cool, but man, they're just so annoying, man. They're just so annoying. Les habitants. If Quebec City got a team, I would root for them over the Habs all day, every day. If the Nordiques come back, les Nordiques, I don't think they're ever going to come back, though. Quebec City's new rink has been new for the last decade. It ain't new anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It ain't new anymore. All right. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, Dev Hoppy, I think, will join us here. Let me check. Let me check quick. By the way, if you guys are watching on Twitter/X and or Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. We're going to get another poll question up here in a moment. Don't forget to chime in on that. It's been awesome having you guys in the live chat. The stream community that we're building and have built on this channel, continue to build and have built on this channel, is awesome. All of you who join Judd's Buds, all of you who enjoy and join Wildly Informed, and all of you guys who join these streams. And with or without the playoffs, we will be covering games on this channel throughout the Stanley Cup playoffs, but hopefully, knock on wood, the Wild have a long run. I like Coronado for us. Yes. Dude, the Flames have got some solid young guys. They've been developing a lot of their young guys well. It's just been a weird time for them because they've been kind of good or middling. And even this season, it's not like they're going to get a high pick, so they're going to have to rely heavily on their scouting staff. I really thought the Sens would win one of the first three. Fuck, god damn it, I thought they'd win tonight, Vendetta. Oh, I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I'm so sad. I hate the Leafs so much. I'm so glad the Wild are winning, Vendetta, or else I wouldn't have been able to sleep tonight. I'd be kicked out of a Hy-Vee again because I'd be shadowboxing with anger in the down the aisle. Yes, that happened one time. Okay. Whether it was because the Leafs were winning a game or not, I will not disclose. But Hy-Vee, they do not like you shadowboxing in their lanes, okay? I'm just going to say that, or their aisles, I should say. Anyways, quick break. I'll leave you with that. As a Flames fan, I like the Oilers losing. Oh, hell yeah. I've actually lived in Calgary for a little bit as well. Deadly Flames. I heard that the heroin beers are off the taps now, and the Saddle Dome is still standing. So that actually makes me sad because oh boy, have I enjoyed myself at the Saddle Dome. Fucking Iron Maiden concert, Santana, and my fair share of Flames games back when Iggy and Kippersoft were still on the team as well. But those dome foams, man, those heroin beers, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Unreal. And I heard that they've actually replaced those fucking rusted out pipes, which probably poisoned us at the Saddle Dome. Good times. All right, Dev's going to join us here in a sec, guys. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side, we will be back with another guest here for the second intermission. What a game. What a period. What a second there for Hartman, Kaprizov. I guess we'll find out because I still haven't checked ESPN yet. Back on the other side. Don't go anywhere. Quick word again from our friends at 9 Mile Brewing.
People like, you're making a hef now? It's like last year, I'm like, yeah, that one's called the 11th hour. It's kind of just a cheeky play on that we kind of release it later than most people towards the end of the summer. I wanted to kind of be in there in that cusp between summer and fall, and now with summers lasting longer and longer these days, I mean, we're in September and it's 80s, it's still a viable option.
Central Division team that I love to love, the Nashville Predators, of course. And we are back live with Hoppy and our boy Dev here again. And what an exciting period, boys. What an exciting period. 1 second left. I'd already said 3, 2, 1, and that's it. Oh, shit. Do we know, did Kaprizov touch it? Or was it Hartman's goal?
They're crediting it with Kaprizov, yeah.
Okay. It looked like he did.
Literally hit Kaprizov. Like,
it looked like he like redirected it in, you know.
Yeah.
I thought it hit him in the tummy.
They're, even if it didn't hit him in the tummy, they are crediting it with him. Because it almost looked like he like kind of redirects it, but it like the angle that I saw, it looked like he was like it had already crossed the goal line by the time the Kaprizov touched it. But yeah, no, they're officially crediting it to Kaprizov, who is on hat trick watch. Let's go.
He's gonna get it too, because literally, like, as the clock expired on the, well, wherever I placed my bets super legally, I was going to bet Kaprizov hat trick, and it was like 30-1 odds, and didn't get it in time. So it will happen, like, because of that. You're all very welcome.
4-1 now.
There you go.
I don't even bet it live.
Wild now leading in shots, which they were down, pretty significantly going into moments anyways of that second period early on. Still down in hits, but that number is rising as well. 20 hits for the Wild, 34 for Vegas, who pretty much are just like, all right, we're going to do exactly what the Wild were doing in game 2 and just throw the body around like crazy. There were moments again where Vegas just had so much puck control time, and the Wild were able still to kill off a penalty and score for the second time on the power play here tonight with 1 second left. So, man, this third period, I imagine Vegas is going to come out swinging in this one. And maybe the Wild can catch them on them cheating a little bit as they just really, really push the offense. But, I mean, this game, given that the Wild have been tested a little bit, I mean, it couldn't fall any better in their favor.
I disagree with you. I think that Vegas is going to come out and be pieces of shit and try and drag us into the mud, and we need to avoid it at all costs.
I mean, I agree with Hoppy on this one. I will say that period went about as good as it could have gone for us. It really did. It went about as good as it could have gone for us. Like, we got a penalty kill in there, which is fantastic. Scored a couple of goals, which is obviously what you want. I guess that last one would count as a power play goal. So yeah, we got, like, our special teams are outperforming. It does feel like we're neck and neck 5-on-5, but like similar to game 1 where it's tight, but it's probably slightly favored in towards us at 5-on-5. And I have no numbers to back that up. That's strictly off of vibes and watching the game. I would say it's pretty tight. I do not want to get into a battle of attrition with special teams. I think that Vegas has proven over the course of an 82-game season that their special teams are better than ours. Even if Gus is playing better than Aiden Hill, I don't want to take the chance and give them opportunities to get back into this thing.
Yeah,
there's.
For sure.
I think they showed the stat in I think it was before game or in game 2 or during game 2, the stat was like teams have only come back from a 3-goal deficit in the playoffs like 5 or 6 times in NHL history to like go on and then win. Vegas is 2 of those. So
Yeah.
would really prefer to not fuck around with them.
No, for sure. And like, look, the Wild's penalty kill. It was good. They killed it off. They were able to send the puck down into Vegas's zone a few times, but like that's not based on what we've seen this season. That ain't sustainable. So like, let's just not give them any more chances at all.
I was telling my buddy that like I'm pleasantly surprised with how the officiating has gone. I thought that we got kind of lucky with the 6-5. Obviously, that's not like a choice, you know. You have to call that. It's a black and white call. But I thought like even when they have made calls against the Wild, I think it has kind of worked out in our favor as far as like how it's all happened and everything. I've watched too many Minnesota sports games, period, to think that like we're going to continue to get the benefit of the doubt from the officials. And yeah, I think if we can just keep playing tight, clean hockey, I think we got a really, really good chance to win not only this game, but the whole fucking series.
Yeah, it was so funny. Trav in the chat was just like, "Oh man, I hope the refs after like the 2, I guess, early calls. He's like, I hope the refs don't try to even this thing out." And then Foligno for embellishment. And that was before there was like a freeze in my stream for a second. I was like, I didn't see it was 4-on-4, and I was like about to like smash my chair. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then I was like, okay, at least it's 4-on-4. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Yo, shout out to Snooper, by the way. He just made a short calling us the best around with the Karate Kid music. So thank you so much.
So yeah, with like the first Foligno penalty, I really didn't have a problem with either penalty getting called on Foligno. Obviously, you prefer to not have Moose in the box, but I did think that we kind of got lucky with the embellishment call to make it 4-on-4. I'm curious though for Isha, your thoughts specifically, because I know you like violent hockey so much. Like, I don't think that Moose's hit on that interference call was dirty per se, but it did feel like the ref was just like, I don't really know what to call this hit, but it feels like he shouldn't be allowed to do that. So I guess we'll call it interference. That's kind of how it felt to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't, like I said, I didn't see anything wrong with it either. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's nothing really, like you said, that I can say that like that's not allowed, other than I don't know. The guy didn't really have the puck on his stick in that second anymore.
I mean, barely.
Yeah,
like
but
the puck was still in the frame when the hit happened.
Yeah,
which like I know that's not exactly.
I guess if it was a second later, then we could say, okay, well then it's blatant.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really have a problem with it getting called because it was late and it was brutal. But I almost wonder like if they saw that and then the embellishment happened. Because the embellishment, again, same thing where like if they had not called the embellishment, I wouldn't feel like the Wild got robbed. You know?
I think his embellishment was just pretty stupid because it wasn't an embellishment.
That's what I guess that's what I'm saying.
Like there was like I was like, well, there wasn't. I don't know. Maybe just call offsetting for. I don't know. Say that they cursed at each other or said something fucked up and say unsportsmanlike and put them both in there. I don't know. But like it was just like there was no embellishment. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see a trip. I didn't see anything. It was just like he was just wobbling there off balance. Yeah.
Was a Hague, right? So like his head went like this and then it went like this during the hit, and then like I don't know, like while he was mid-air, he just went like this.
maybe.
Oh no, that's how exactly how I saw it. Where I was like, you could in my opinion, pretty reasonably.
I guess, you know what? I didn't even, because like there was no embellishment there, I didn't even notice that his head went back a little bit. I thought like maybe I was looking for the dive more than anything. And I was like, well, he didn't even hit the skates. He didn't even fall. So maybe that's what I was looking for. And I just missed I don't know.
Yeah, it was
The refs
subtle.
don't call cross checks to the face during the playoffs, but they'll call a little bit of head movement. Head movement?
The most minute
Yeah.
neck move ever.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone in the chat right now. We got Snooper, Riley, Corby, KJ. Snooper saying we need to fight right now. Dude, I'm always down. The chat's like, no, we don't need to fight right now. I mean, special teams are looking good. They're scoring. I mean, what else is there to get the X even more popping than a fight right now, right?
Hat trick.
Ooh, Akira Schmid in net.
Oh, wow.
I gotta say, boys, I'm very not happy right now because
You look
Minnesota
just
Wild
so
Twitter
happy.
is being Minnesota Wild Twitter and are getting way too fucking cocky, and it gives me
man.
all the bad vibes.
Crazy statement from Wild fans this playoff is bring.
Oh shit, they
over
pulled
now.
Hill.
Hence Akira Schmid being in.
I missed Ladislav Schmid, by the way. He was a beauty. I think he coaches
When you said
the
his
Czech
name,
junior team.
Hoppy, when you said his
Dev's,
name,
Dev's
I
like,
didn't
I'm not watching the draft tonight.
I'm not. No, I'm not. when you said his name, I thought maybe they just like cut to him on the like a shot of him on the bench or something. I didn't realize that they had actually pulled Hill.
He is between the pipes. He's between the pipes.
Yeah, he stopped his first shot. How cute.
And officially the power play obviously ended because of that goal. So not even 20 seconds to start on the power play here, but the Wild will take it because they're up by 3. All right. Anything you guys want to close up this segment with before we get back to the live coverage here?
I texted Hoppy this, but I'll tell you too, Isha. You know, in the last intermission, you asked me who I thought was going to score, and I immediately, my gut reaction said Boldy, and I changed it to Joel Eriksson Ek. Let that be a lesson to you, kids. Always stick with your gut,
Except for when it's wrong.
except for when it's wrong, and then it's just because you're stupid. But when it's right, it's because your gut is right.
I need Goudreau to get one soon here. Next. Hoppy, any closing thoughts?
I'm good.
All right.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of like a battle on Twitter that shouldn't even
Hmm.
exist. So I
All
don't
right.
know.
Well, keep throwing them hands, and again, hopefully we'll see you guys on more live streams throughout more intermissions down the stretch here. I won't be live on Saturday. Hoppy will be hosting, and I'm sure you'll have some guests hop on there as well. So thanks, guys, and yeah, again, go Wild. We should, knock on wood, have this one in the bag.
Shut the fuck up, Isha.
Making Dev sweat. See you later, guys. All right, Hoppy and Dev joining for another intermission here, and Johansson takes a hit and he's slow to get up and skate back to the bench. Stop trolling. What's up, Gopher Puck Alive? Good to see you. Good to see you. Wait, playoffs. Akira Schmid is scary. Schmid is no Samsonov in the series. I guess not. Hey, what's up, Midnight Solar? Good to see you. Love the Cannon jerseys more than the Star, by the way, but we love CBJ fans regardless. 1848. Go Mikko Koivu. Hoppy was just on the stream, has a Mikko Koivu Cannon Columbus jersey, which is awesome. 1836. And the Vegas Golden Knights send this puck up through center. Big hit by Vegas. As the puck gets separated at the Wild line, but they send it back in. Vegas with it. Right corner. Back to the blue line. Shot! That doesn't get through. Left end wide of Gustafsson. Shot 22-18 for the Wild as they lead 4-1. 2 minutes into this third period. 1807. Hey, let's go.
That shit beautiful than a
Love it.
motherfucker.
Dude, it's one of my favorite jerseys in the NHL. Love the color, love the jersey. Mwah. Shout out to Rick Nash, one of my favorite NHL players of all time. He's not going to be playing in the playoffs, no. 1746. Hopefully they bring him to Minnesota in the summer, though, so he can just get a little comfortable before preseason. 1734. By all means, yes. Please, Midnight. 1726, and the Wild get bounced this one out into center. Puck calm down. Rossi knocks it to the corner. Trennan in deep. He sends it back to the blue line. Wild change. Back to Middleton. Right side to Spurgeon. Spurgeon sends it top of the circle. Spurgeon wasn't expecting it back, but he sends it back in. Around the net, Boldy. Center shot by Eck and a save by Schmid. Wasn't sure if he would come to be around team or not. Yeah, he won't be around in the summer, but he'll be here next season. Getting good looks. I wanted CBJ to make the playoffs with Johnny Hockey. Would have been a great start. Dude, 100% it would be. Honestly, they played a way better season than I expected. Going on some really good stretches at times and playing some really good hockey. And you know that they were thinking about him and playing for him and his brother the whole time. I still can't. It still doesn't seem real that occurred last summer, guys. 1652 on the clock here. So yeah, rest in peace to the Goudreau brothers, and ongoing love to the family. 1650. Vegas wins the faceoff. They bring it all the way into the Wild zone. $16.30. Boldy trying to chip it out here, and he does to center, but Vegas still has it. 16-19. Kaprizov brings it in, loses it. Oh, and blowing a tire there. I didn't see what Wild player that was in the corner, but blowing a tire there, and here comes Vegas. Vegas cutting to center, whacking that away. Looks like Spurgeon whacked that away. And this will deflect off someone's stick and go up and out of play. Oh, a slashing by Spurgeon? No way. As he batted this puck away, it's going to be a slashing call. And the refs are actually calling some shit here as the Minnesota Wild are going to go on the penalty kill for the second time this game. Vegas pulls goalie, Kirill getting the hattie, 100%. Oh, wait, is Kaprizov getting the slashing call? Never. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, no, Kaprizov's getting the slashing call. The way Spurgeon was like, I thought maybe he was Spurgeon and maybe on the follow through when he cleared that puck, hit the glove, but no, Kaprizov's getting the slashing call. All right, new poll question. Are you getting cocky as a Wild fan now? BS call that happens every rush? No. Not in this game. The rest have been pretty fair in their... I mean, other than fucking embellishing, they've been pretty fair in their calling this game. So hardly bullshit. Feel for CBJ. I call it how I see it, Corby, as you can see here. 15-34. Vegas up center. Jack Eichel. Shot, and that goes wide. I think that was like less BS than some of the calls we've seen, and tonight's been pretty fair. We're out shooting Vegas. Yes, 24-18, but things could change on the power play here as Eichel sends it back to the blue line. Hannafin back to Eichel. Not at all cocky. I just believe. Excuse me. Good clear by the Minnesota Wild as they send this one down the length of the ice. And Vegas, they reset. Strome. Hurdle in front of the net. And Gustafson makes the save. PK is going to kill us. Might not be tonight, but it will happen in this series. Hey, well, if they don't get a lot of calls in game, if they win this one, they don't get a lot of calls in game 4. Might not lose them the series, but it might burn them a little bit down the stretch. This is the Wild team I've talked about all year. If they can get if they can get healthy and 2, play their game, they can beat anyone. What Nurse did to Byfield, I was heated as a Kings fan, dude. I am team Byfield over team Nurse all day, every day as well. I can't stand the Coilers. 47 seconds remaining on the Vegas power play here. 14:44 in the third period. Eck chatting with the ref here. There's a little break in action. All right, here we go. We're back at it. I like Kuzmenko, what he brought to the LA Kings. Dude, I loved him when he was in Vancouver. I know Flames fans loved him when he arrived there. Nice shot, even better save by Gustafson. And the Minnesota Wild clear it again. He's good for the first 80 to 100 games with every team, and then he kind of goes downhill a little bit. But you know what? I think he fits in with that Kings group tremendously. How can you not love that smile? He just loves to play hockey. 14:15 on the clock. And I hope he succeeds wherever he goes. I know his stint was short in Vancouver, but I loved that signing, and I know Flames fans loved him as well. They let Holloway go for nothing. Organization should be moved. Fortunately, because Gretzky won some Stanley Cups there, they'll never move. 13:53. Up through center, and the Wild lose it. Vegas gets it back, and they're going to reset as both these teams change. Nearing the halfway mark of this third period, Wild kill off 2 penalties this game, 1 this period. Vegas with, I think, 3 shots on that power play. Shots 24-20 for the Wild. Faber sends it up the right wall. Not tipped in, and we're going to have icing. Again, smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Vote in the poll question as well. Again, other than that one softie, Gustafson blocked that one with the freaking face mask as well. Other than that one soft goal, Gustafson has been playing very, very well. You know, you getting cocky as a Wild fan and looking at the second round. 29% of you, or 25% of you say yes. 71% of you say no. 22 likes, guys. We're trying to get to 25. There's 23 if you're watching. If all of you guys smash that like button, we will surely hit our goal. 13-19. Wild with it, trying to get it out of their zone, and they poke it up. Vegas gets it back. Send up the left wall. Fighting for it on the left wall. Again, tight checking third period here. Vegas holds it on the line. Sends it back in. They couldn't pay Holloway. Broberg. It'd be a good round 2 if it's Kings versus Wild, I say. Yeah, another pretty even series. Another hard one to predict. And we're going to have another TV timeout here as this goes up and out of play. I think they could have found a way to have signed at least one of them. But still inexcusable at the end of the day with how you manage your assets. Kuzmenko contract year 2 might be something to do with it. Kane couldn't be activated because of cap injuries the last week. All right, 12 minutes remaining in this third period, ladies and gentlemen, and it's wild. The special teams, not weird, wild. Special teams for the Minnesota Wild playing extremely well in this game. Have killed off 2 penalties, are 2 for 3 on the power play, or 2 for 4, sorry, on the power play. They were losing in the faceoffs by a lot early in the game. I've been able to catch up a little bit here, 20-18. And again, hits-wise, not like the first 2 games. 23 hits, still respectable, but 38 for the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, my goodness. Basically doing their best Wild in Game 2 impression there. But as we return to action here in just a moment. Solid third period. Both these teams playing pretty defensively. Neither of them really allowing many chances either way. And the shots that Vegas are getting off, Gustafson's doing a good job in saving them. So there you go. Yo, what's up, Russell? Bleeding Blues. I'm chilling at the Blues game right now. It's going good. I'm at the game. That is awesome. Enjoy yourself at the game. Jimmy Snuggerud is a beauty. It'd be great if they find the mojo they had at the start of the season. That would throw a lot of brackets off for sure. Honestly, they kind of are right now, right? I mean, at the start of the season, they were healthy. This team is healthy, and they're actually playing pretty damn good hockey, if you ask me. But agreed, Corby. Agreed. 12:50 on the clock as we resume play here. And the Wild are trying to keep this in the Vegas zone. In the corner, they send it around. Up the left side. Pinching was Zeev Buyam to keep this puck in, and he does keep it in, which is what you want to see. Zeev Buyam still with it here. Buyam gets knocked off the puck, but he sends it back in the Vegas zone, and the Wild are going to change. Buyam with 10 minutes and 41 seconds of ice time. 12-11. So you're saying we can upset a team? It'd be amazing. We need a long playoff run. Let's go Wild! It would be nice to have a long playoff run indeed. And icing for the Wild. This puck's going to go all the way back down the length of the ice in the Wild zone. I think with a healthy team, a relatively healthy team, the Wild have depth where, like, if one of their defensemen go down, well, they have Chisholm and Merrill waiting, which, again, sounds special, but it's 2 NHL guys, right? On the offense, they have some guys who've been playing games throughout the NHL year who can come in, right? Hinnistros are probably being the next one up. But so far, so good in 3 games. So 12:02. Face off to the left of Gustafsson. Injuries are going to happen. It's inevitable. If you can come in with your roster as full as possible. Nice save by Gustafsson, kicking out that right pad. How to try to have a good playoff run for the Wild. Keep Kaprizov healthy. Kaprizov, Brodin, Ek. We lost 2 games, but we woke up at home. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. $11:30. I'm sure there has been. 11:24. Man, Gus is killing it. Faber around the net as they're battling for it for a while behind the Wild. Now 11:08 on the clock. Kirill and Boldy leading playoff goals so far. Hey, what's up, Jen? I have a bet Vegas winning in 7. Good to see you, Jen. You must be loving this play from the Wild, though, exceeding expectations. Or your expectations, anyways, coming into this series. It's funny, though, see the Shens play each other. Go Vegas. 10:43. And we have another whistle here as this puck goes up and out of play. How's your Thursday going, Jen? Good to see you. All right, nearing the halfway mark. 10:38 on the clock remaining in this third period. The Wild are doing good, but as a 7 seed. They would have been higher if they were healthy towards the end of the season, in the last third of the season. I want the Wild to win the cup. Let's go. Let's go Wild. 10:34. Vegas with it in the corner. Nice job passing back behind the net. Reminds me of the 2019 Blues playoffs again. No one expected us at all. But they're not going to win. We'll see, Jen. You said that about last game. You said that about this game. 10-16. Vegas, I'm not counting out. As our poll question says, I'm not getting cocky. But the Wild are playing good hockey here. Crazy, so many 2-0 series. And a penalty coming this time against Vegas. Dude, the refs, this new crop of refs, man, blowing the whistles a lot here. Don't jinx us. Roughing here for the Vegas Golden Knights. And honestly, I don't really think that was roughing, but we'll take it. We'll take it, ladies and gentlemen. Power play for the Minnesota Wild, and they've been able to capitalize 50% on the power play. Zuki with the power play goal. Let's go. Because of Marc-Andre Fleury. Easy call. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm more of the savage. As Dev said, I like the rough and tough hockey. I'd rather the refs not call anything than call too much. This game, nearing too much for my liking, but you know what? Like you said, the Wild get another power play. I'll take it. Oh, dude, Fleury's a beauty. Yep. Yes, he is. All right. Kaprizov with it behind the net. Kaprizov tried to tuck it in, and this puck's going to be sent the length of the ice. Gustafsson with it right now. Should we both, though? 9:46. Kaprizov. Trying to find Boldy. Boldy overskates it. A lot of pressure here, Emperor King. Buyam with it. Circling. Buyam being pressured. Buyam left side. Buyam slot shot. Kaprizov. Save by Schmid. And this one's going to go down the ice again. How do you watch for Kaprizov? Yeah. Nicholas Backstrom officially retired. He didn't play this year. Couture didn't play this year. And Jeff Carter. I really would like to see Zeev shoot. Boldy behind the net. 53 seconds remain on the power play. Boldy to Kaprizov. Zuccarello back to Kaprizov. Hartman trying to get this in. Boldy with a shot. That's blocked as well. Zuccarello still with it. Guess who's back? Zeev to Zuccarello. Down low. Kaprizov has it. Kaprizov shot. That's blocked. And Vegas. 1-on-1 against Zeev. 2-on-1. Kaprizov with a good stick and a backhand. Score! Short-handed. Of course it's short-handed. And the Vegas Golden Knights score with 20 seconds remaining on the Minnesota Wild power play. And Vegas makes this a 4-2 game. Why are we playing one line for the full 2 minutes? Comeback special. I love Burns as well. Dang it. Damn it. Yo, what's up, Castle? Good to see you. Wow. Short-handed goal by the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, if that doesn't help swing momentum, I don't know what does. 13 seconds remain on this power play. Brodin to Faber. Faber sets this up here. 8:10 on the clock. I'm good. How are you doing? It's playoff hockey season. How can we not be good, Castle? How can we not be good? 4 seconds officially remaining on the power play, but I mean, good. I take back everything I said about special teams here tonight. Oh man, that left pad couldn't be kicked out anymore for Gustafsson. He was already diving forward. Face off to the left of Gustafsson. Oh, nice, dude. I'd say Schmid starts game 4. For us in Minnesota, it's 10:41 p.m. Where's the tournament? Or like whereabouts will you be staying? You staying in St. Paul or Minneapolis? No, it's 10:41. Hey, thank you, Snooper. Hopefully we see you on the next one, buddy. Not Saturday, but maybe Monday or Tuesday. 10:41 in Texas too. There you go. Central time, baby. All right, another TV timeout here, and of course the Wild gets scored on. Of course the Wild gets scored on the power play. I mean, the Wild certainly can't make or can't have a perfect game, right? The hockey gods can't allow that. Hey, appreciate that. Stars Avalanche series pretty intense, and honestly, I thought that the Avalanche were gonna walk all over the Stars in this series just due to the Stars being held together by glue and band-aids, but man, they're really digging deep and playing very, very good hockey. In the Yukon, it's 8:41. Damn, you're from the Yukon, Bobby? That's so cool. I really want to go up there eventually. I want to hit up all the territories in Canada. Do some hiking, do some fishing, do some hunting, do some camping. Freeze my butt off a bit. It'll be awesome. Dude, that is so cool. And pushbacks up in Alaska. Dude, I want to go to Alaska too. I mean, that basically, look, I say this all the time. If Canada made a trade with the States, like hockey teams make a trade, I think Quebec for Alaska is fair. Oh, I can't wait. And, you know, Alaska is like, it's like one of the territories just with a little bit more of a population. That's all. Glad Hines isn't giving Bouya more ice time. I like Wyatt Johnson. Wyatt Johnson is sick, dude. Name the hockey players played for the Lightning, Panthers, Senators, Blackhawks, Blues, Coyote. I have no idea, Jen. Name the hockey players played for the Lightning, Panthers, Senators, Blackhawks, Blues, Jackets, Coyote. You guys know off the top of your head? Fuck that. I'm just kidding. Pushback. I'm just kidding. People keep teasing me about, because I'm half Canadian, about this 51st state shit. And I just keep saying, look, we'll trade. We'll make a trade. You get Poutine. We get the University of Alaska. And the greatest college hockey intro of all time. Anthony Duclair. I should have known. He's played everywhere. Wild. 7:34. And puck goes back into the Vegas zone. They retrieve it. I'll be back later. The Blues game starting in the third period. Hey, Russell, have a great time at the game. Shout out to Russell, who's at the Blues game right now, watching his boys play very, very good hockey. Scary last 7 minutes. All right, here we go. 7 minutes on the clock. I do love me some French fries and gravy. No, man, we're brothers. We're brothers. As much as some people, citizens and higher-ups, want us to fight, we're fucking brothers, boys. 6 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock. Back to center. Vegas with it. I give the slight edge to Jarvis, but they're both very, very good. Wyatt Johnson might surpass him. Dude, I still haven't made dinner. I should just make some poutine for dinner. 6:30 and a rebound by Gustin as he make that initial save and a big hit behind the net as the Wild look to get possession back. And is the ref going to call this? Bro, for fuck's sakes, ref. They call nothing in game 1 and 2. They get a new crop of guys here, and that's Middleton's going to take the penalty. Letting Akira stay and get hot is legit scary. Schmid is the opposite of Helly. Poutine is the ticket. It's either quick trip or poutine tonight, boys. Oh, for fuck's sakes, boys. We haven't been calling cross-checks like that the whole start of the playoffs, and now, with 7 minutes left, you're going to start calling these cross-checks? I'm shaking my head. Yeah, Johansson's actually had some really good shifts. Freddie has been struggling a little bit. Here comes 4-3. That's a bullshit call. Ratnan looks weird in Stars jersey. I keep thinking him as an Avalanche. Oh, yeah. Dude, me too. It's weird. It's weird. PK, uh-oh. Got to even it up. 6:10 on the clock, and the Minnesota Wild have looked good on their penalty kill so far in this game. They looked good on their power play until, well, they gave up a shorthanded goal. Wild, they're able to send this one back in to center ice, and Hannafin's going to reset. Eichel. Yo, what's up, Fatality Fisherman? Good to see you. Good to see you. How you doing? Hannafin up the left side to Stone. Stone sends it to Eichel. Back to the blue line. Back to Eichel. Top of the circle. Eichel waiting. Hannafin again. Eichel shot. What a save by Gustafsson. Huge glove save. Very Marc-Andre Fleury-esque. Hoping Ovi shakes Fleury's hand again this year. Caps fan. I live in MN. Go to the Wildcaps last 2 years. And Caps lost both. I was at the last one. Great game by both of the teams. I love the Capitals as well. I love Ovechkin, but I've been a Capitals fan since Mike Green, Semin, Backstrom, freaking Alzner were all there coming up. Back when Vokun signed with them, I thought that was their year, buddy. I thought that was their year. But I live in Minnesota. I'm a Canucks fan. I'm from Vancouver Island. I live in Minnesota as well, but I've always had a little bit of a love for the Capitals as well. And if the Capitals win the cup this year, A, Ovi is better than Crosby, and B, what a fucking year it'd be for Caps fans. Ovi scoring and passing Gretzky's record and getting a second Stanley Cup. Good to see you, by the way, guy. Gus Bus. Side of the net. Vegas can't capitalize. 37 seconds left on the Vegas power play. Happy that we fired the GM. Hey, speaking of being a Canucks fan, hope you guys are enjoying Bo Horvat's services. Always loved Bo Horvat in a Canucks jersey. Glad he's doing well on the island. Vegas, one last rush here in their power play. 15 seconds left. Dropping for Eichel. Eichel back to the blue line. Hannafin up the left side. Eichel. Corner. Stone trying to find someone center. What a save by Gustafsson. Rebound, but what a save. Oh my goodness, he's the guy indeed. Guys, if you're watching on X/Twitter, Facebook, come over to YouTube, join our live chat here. It's buzzing right now. We got hockey fans from around the league, around the globe. And the Wild kill off the penalty, ladies and gentlemen. They kill off the power play for Vegas. And it's 5-on-5 for another 4 minutes. Billy G, pay Gus whatever he wants. Whatever he wants. Gus is on fire. I hope the Islanders do something big this offseason. 3:51. Wild playing relatively good defense here this third period, and they're able to force this puck out of the zone. Kaprizov centers, unable to get it, and here comes Vegas again with speed up that right side. They dump this puck in. Fuck off, ref. Another penalty tripping call on Rossi this time? For what? The guy blowing a tire? Dude, this is insane, bro. No. And again, I'm not even like saying no because, you know, the Wild are up here and this is the Sota pod. I'm saying no because the rest hasn't been calling anything throughout these playoffs. And suddenly tonight they're going to call everything embellishment. It's still they're calling everything on Minnesota now. They have money on the game, perhaps. Yo, what's up, Juquan? Good to see you. All right, then, refs about to catch a teabag. Let's go Wild. I mean, again, Wild up 2 with only 4 minutes left. Even if Vegas gets 1, I imagine Wild will still win this game. Knock on wood. But, like, come on, refs. Let him play. That one, look, the Kaprizov slashing call, clear as day. Don't like it, but clear as day. This one, come on. What's up, Brutality Blood? Good to see you. Love the old school Panthers jersey, by the way. Bring the other refs back. Makes for better game. Better hockey. Both the teams had to take some damage. Both teams knew that they couldn't play dirty, but they could get away with playing tough. What is this shit? Let's play hockey. Bro, I said if the Wild won either poutine or quick trip, the hockey gods better allow me to have that meal after this game. That's all I'm saying. All right. 4 minutes remaining in this game. Wild up by 2. And the refs really want Vegas to win in St. Paul. Pull goalie when. What a game for Panthers today. Beating our Florida rival brother. Dude, what a series. I mean, kind of a shame it's in the first round, but honestly, first round is usually the most intense round. Pull the goalie now. Good to see you, Brutality Blood. Always kind of root for the Panthers. Not that I dislike Tampa, but you pull goalie now. Vegas, 1 minute 52. 3 minutes and 17 seconds. And Hanifin's going to reset. Playoff Bobrovsky. 100%, dude. Bobrovsky in the playoffs. Unreal. Eichel. Up through the Wild zone. And a good stick by Minnesota. And they're able to send this one back for Hanifin to reset. 2 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock. 1 minute and 23 seconds for the Vegas power play. And they're unable to get over the Wild line cleanly. And they're going to have to dump, but can they chase? Wild get it back. Stone to center. Hanifin. Eichel in the corner. Eichel to Hanifin. They pull the goalie. Shot. Wild trying to get this one out. Battling on the wall. Eichel with it. Eck trying desperately to backhand it out. Eck takes a shot, but no call. Looking for center shot. Gus with the save. That rebounds right. Eck looking for somebody here, and he sends it to Hanifin at the blue line. That doesn't get through traffic, and the Wild have it. The Wild send this back down the ice, and they're able to get a change. No, it hit the post. The Wild send it back down the ice, and they almost hit the empty net. It hit the post, but they are able to change. 100%. I love being from Vancouver Island. Love Roberto Luongo. Puck sent back down the ice again, and this one is going to be no icing. 1 minute and 45 seconds. Center, and what a stop. What a stop by Gustafsson. Puck sent back down the length of the ice by the Wild. Gustafsson has been incredible. And it does go. Here it is. Sent back down. Oh my goodness. And the Wild get this one. Short-handed goal technically with the empty net. Let's go, baby. Foligno. I was going to call 5-2 Wild. Foligno gets the empty netter. 4-1 for the Blues. 5-2 for the Minnesota Wild, ladies and gentlemen. And Foligno gets it. What a game. Series now being led by the Wild. What a return to St. Paul. I just want Zuccarello. They're not going to come back. It's 5-2, brother. It's 5-2. They're not coming back. It's buzzing here. It's buzzing in St. Paul, too. Corbin, there's 1 minute and 33 seconds on the clock and 5 seconds on Vegas's power play. Even if they score one more, they ain't coming back, brother. They ain't coming back. I know anything can happen in hockey, but it's quite literally impossible. 1 minute and 21 seconds on the clock. It would be the biggest collapse in NHL history if the Wild give up 3 in 1 minute and 13 seconds. Let's go Wild! And here comes the Vegas Golden Knights. 1 minute and 4 seconds. Do they even bother pulling the goalie at this point? Shot by Vegas. Rebound. Saved by Gustin, though. 52 seconds. Shot from the blue line. Another save by Gustin. Rebound goes right. Wild trying to whack at it. I'm talking for next game. They need the momentum. Well, they've got the momentum here. Canucks versus Dallas Stars? What? 35 seconds. I know no one in the East wants to play us. They know what we are capable of. 26 seconds and Vegas gets a change. And the XL Energy Center, the towels are being waved. A Vancouver thing, by the way. Weird tradition, even though because it emanated from a surrender. But anyways, 5 seconds. And Vegas, they're just going to send it back. Go for a little bit of a skate here, bud. And Minnesota is going to take game 3 at home, ladies and gentlemen. Up in the series 2-1. Foligno scored the open net. What a game. When they scored 3 in the final minute to tie the game, I was saying the Kings would do that. Oh, got you. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Boldy with the goal and assist. Brazeau with an assist. Marcus Foligno with the goal. Ryan Hartman with an assist. Kaprizov with 2 goals. Rossi with a goal and an assist. Yakov Trenin with an assist. Bogosian with an assist. Ziv Buyan with his first NHL point and an assist as well. And what a game for the Minnesota Wild. Everyone that said Minnesota out in 5, not happening. Shut the fuck up, doubters. What a game. What a game. For everybody who was in St. Paul at the XL Energy Center watching this game, you got a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Back on Saturday, 3 p.m. Central start, if I'm not mistaken, and Hoppy and the boys will be covering the game. I'll be busy on my second channel covering UFC and KSW, so Hoppy will be here with some friends covering that game. Thank you for the stream, man. Nice to meet you. I see you next time. Happy Blues can finally win a game. No sweeping us, yo. Shout out to you for joining. Thank you so much, Russell. Go check out Russell's channel, guys, and hope to see you again on stream. Caps sweep Florida this season. They will take on the Panthers. Great win for the Wild, by the way. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. Braz Rossi Trenin was not the line I ever expected, especially a line where Rossi was going to score on still. Get wrecked, Vegas. Hey, as the poll question says, guys, or asks, like, are you cocky now? Are you already looking at the second round? I don't think the Wild should look at the second round just yet. There's still a lot of hockey to be played in this series. But guys, I gotta run. It's late. It's been a late week for hockey. 5-2, the Minnesota Wild take this one, which is awesome. It's the playoffs. It is true. But again, join us for Saturday. The stream is already up on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, so you can go and check that out now. The Minnesota Wild end up finishing with 31 shots to 32. They just trailed by 1 against Vegas. Face-offs. Where do they go in the face-offs here? Face-offs 25-34. So they're 42% in the face-off. And hits at the end of it. 26 for the Wild. 42 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Hey, peace and love, Rusty. Great to see you as always. As I said on the Score North, Hill is Walmart Jordan Bennington. What's up, Tay? Great to see you. Love the profile picture. Let's go. Look, I need Jordan Bennington to keep playing well for the Blues because when Canada plays the United States in the Olympics, Jordan Bennington somehow, some way is gonna beat Hellebuck head to head when the lights are brightest. We got to take it one game at a time. Absolutely, Horror Dogs. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate you all. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you on Saturday here with Hoppy hosting for game number 4 back in St. Paul, back live on the channel. Check out the podcast, Wildly Informed, that we did yesterday. Check out Judd's Buds, wherever you get your podcasts from, on any podcast app. Fellowship of the Rink, all on YouTube, all on your favorite podcast apps, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining. We will see you on the next one. Peace. We are out of here.